All right, welcome into Before Floor, an extension of 5 on the Floor here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe buttons. I'm Ethan Skolnick. You can follow me at Ethan J. Skolnick in the 5 Reasons Sports. We got Greg Sylvander. You can follow him at Greg Sylvander. We got Sean Rochester, their son in Philadelphia. I was not aware this was possible. At S. Rochester NBA. Ricky J. Mark right below him. Brady Hawk. You can follow him at Brady Hawk 305. Jonathan Ramlicon, you can follow at 3-Piece Combo. We are sponsored today, as always, by our friends over at Biscayne Bay Brewing, the official beer of the 5 Reasons Sports Network and of the Miami Marlins. Also, you can find it at FTX Arena at the 100 level and 300 level. They got kiosks there. Tropical Bay IPA, the Miami Pale Ale, and all of their other great beers. Also available at many local restaurants, including our sponsors, Quarterdeck, and also at many local supermarkets, including Publix, Winn-Dixie, and Whole Foods. Also, our friend Mark Brown, marcbrownpa.com. Based right there in North Lauderdale. He's the man with the plan. If you need an estate plan, and you do, okay, if you have any money at all, you want to make sure you know where that goes, right? You don't want the wrong people getting their hands on it. Make sure you set up an estate plan. Do it today. He can get you all the forms. It's a simple process. It's not expensive. He's also got a title company right there in-house, can help you with your real estate divestitures and all the rest of that. Also can help you with your closings. He's done a couple of those for me. 954-566 5678, 954-566-5678. Big Miami Heat fan as well, who I'm sure we will see at Game 7 in Section 106 if there is a Game 7. That's what we're going to get into today. Before we do, Mr. Hawk, who's in, who's out?
Yeah, pretty much all the same. The only one is Kyle Lowry, who's out. The same trend of about 8 questionables just being ruled available for no reason at all. And I think the rotation stays the same. I think it's the same thing as last time with Gabe Vincent starting. The only question is, do they go to a short leash 10 or do they cut it down to 8? At this point, I think it's probably 9, and I think maybe they switch and see what they need at the point. If it's shooting, they go Duncan, and if it's defense, I think they go Caleb.
All right, I'm going to pivot here to Sean here real quick, and then I'll go to Greg after that. And again, check out Better Edge, by the way. Sean just did his 5R Edge. That's our new betting platform, our social betting platform that we've partnered with. Check out our Twitter account. You'll get more information about that going forward. There's going to be a lot of stuff that we do with that. Sean's got his pick tonight, so we're going to wait before we get to that. But in Philadelphia tonight, what is the mood up there? Because you're saying that they're on Embiid. I mean, I don't understand.
Well, I mean, it's one of those things where in this city you turn on things quick. It's unfortunate because Embiid, as much as we want to give him a hard time and make fun of him, but he's a great player, and without him, they have no chance. So it's funny to me that the fans are somewhat turning on him because he's the only guy that really gives him a chance. It's the role players that have been the problem, not really the Embiid problem. So, he wasn't good last game. He gave it all, but I just think it's one of those things where there's a panic in the city. I want to hear that. I want to hear that because it gives me confidence in the Heat fan. Like, there is a panic. I don't think they necessarily believe. I've been out here around the arena since about 3 o'clock. There's a lot of Heat fans, a lot more than I saw in Game 3 and Game 4. So that gives me some confidence too. I saged the arena in honor of our boy Giancarlo Navas. I burnt my finger a little bit, but no, it's all good. It's been a good time out here. I think we're going to get it done.
Sorry about that. So, yeah, I mean, you saged the arena, so hopefully that helps. Also, we noticed that the ticket prices, Greg, were not so high on StubHub. So maybe the Heat fans grab some of those tickets. You actually could, for all the mockery of Heat fans. Thank you, Darius. We appreciate it. Ended tonight at Leonard's anniversary shot. Of course, that was Kawhi's shot a couple of years ago against Jimmy Butler, by the way. But Greg, the thing that's fascinating to me is you literally could have flown up to Philadelphia and bought a ticket and probably spent less than you would spend on a Game 7 in Miami here based on what we're looking at. But let's get to kind of the mood of the series here because, Game 5, I think Heat fans were nervous, right? I mean, you talked about that. Everybody didn't have the guts. And now, of course, it's swung completely the other direction, right? You win by 35 and everybody thinks this is going to be easy tonight. I don't think this is going to be easy tonight.
No. Well, let me qualify the statement by saying that it very much depends on how comfortable Joel Embiid looks to me. Like, that's the measure. If Joel Embiid is a shell of himself, the Heat are closing this out tonight. Wear black. Jimmy wore black to the game because we're wearing black to the funeral. But if Joel Embiid is at anything near full strength, absolutely they could catch fire. The role players will play better at home. They'll probably shoot a little bit better at home. But a stat I threw out to the crew right before we went live, when the Heat go up 3-2 in a series, they win 80% of the time, and the 76ers win down 2-3 in a series. Let them know. The Sixers are 1-18. So, like, this is not going to likely work out good for the Sixers. I'm knocking on wood just to get the jinx stuff out of there. I know you got the sage burning. So, yeah, I think that the Heat fans, by the way they responded, the Heat did in Game 5, winning, in such resounding fashion. Now you got cocky Heat fan back, and it feels good.
Muted.
Okay. To that end, Ricky, when we talk about closing out series on the road, this is one of the hardest things to do, right? I mean, because whether we believe in another team or not, they don't want to end it in front of their home fans. And actually, I was going back in Heat history. It hasn't happened that many times, actually, where they've closed out good teams. First round happens, but closing out, most of the memories we have of the Big Three era, they finished the series at home. They finished off Boston at home, even with the Game 6 that everybody talks about. Game 7 was at home. You look at the Indiana series; they finished all of those at home. With Paul George, being frustrated that he couldn't win in Miami. You look at Detroit when they finally finished them off. It was Game 7, Jason Williams at home. So
we got 06.
But there's not okay. Well, right, but there's not a long 06, of course, and Wade throws the ball up in the air and all the rest of that. There was this, but this is hard. Like, this is going to be difficult tonight.
Absolutely, and the only Heat closeout road win that I can really think of in this general, Brady being alive era, was against the Wizards when they won those 2 road games in Washington, while Shaq was nursing a thigh injury that he sustained, I think, against the Raptors or something like that later in the season.
Later in the season, it was the Nets and the Wizards that they swept. I recall in those 2 series.
Something like that. But yeah, like that's the most recent one I can think of. But here's the thing: I think at this point right now, Miami they're gonna have to win one of these games. I don't think this is the kind of Miami Heat team, a la the Big Three, that they can just rely on a home game or a home win. Finish the job, because look, anyone that's old enough to remember Heat history, Game 7s are still traumatic for anyone born before 1990. Born before 2000. Okay, it's still traumatic. You don't want to risk a Game 7, not because the culture can't be overcome or anything like that, but because, quite frankly, anything can happen in a Game 7. It's a single elimination game. One tweak of the ankle, one hamstring pull, one troublesome, tricky knee, one bruised tailbone, and next thing you know, you're undermanned. This isn't a situation where you can go in like what we saw last night between the Grizzlies and the Warriors, thinking, oh, yeah, man, our star player's gone. We got that. Don't risk that. Don't do that. That said,
you make a good point about Ricky, you make a good point about that with last night, because now Golden State's, look at their series, and again, I'll pivot to Jonathan a little bit, and I'll pivot back to you, Ricky. But like, you look at their series now, they are, Golden State's already without Otto Porter. They're without James Wiseman. They're without Gary Payton III. And now they've extended that series unnecessarily because they came out not ready to play yesterday. And who knows what happens. And Memphis is home in Game 7 if there's a Game 7. Like, you could get caught against that team.
Yes.
And so in Miami's case, you certainly don't want to do that. So let's go to who has to play big tonight, because we talk about Jimmy, and I think at this point we're taking what Jimmy's going to provide for granted in the playoffs. He's going to provide it. I don't think there's any question. You're going to get a Jimmy performance. They can double him a little bit more if they want to. I don't think it's going to make a huge difference. I think he'll pick them apart. I keep coming back to the exact same guy all along, over and over. When is the game going to come? When is he going to sort of step forward and grab control here and say, I'm a max player on this team too? And I'm not talking about Bam. I'm talking about Tyler.
Caleb Martin. Oh, sorry.
Is this?
Never mind.
Well, look, five points from Carter Verhaeghe last night. I'll expect anything. But I'll go to you. I mean, is this the Tyler night? Finally.
It has to be. When you're on the road and the role players aren't going to be shooting at the same clip as they were at home, you're going to need that secondary scorer. Bam is working his ass off on the defensive end, locking up Embiid. Like Brady, too. He got that meme-worthy clip from Spoelstra with a little point. He's sticking on Adebayo a little bit more, right? Or he's sticking on Embiid a little bit more, and he's not switching so much. So they're making Bam work a lot harder in the post. Hopefully on the road, they don't get a little bit more whistles just because he's being physical. But I think it's going to have to be Hero on the offensive end because defensively when he's out there, if he's not scoring the ball well, he's not necessarily the best defensive player, and he kind of is the target that they're going to try to attack. So he's going to have to be the guy that scores consistently. We knew that, we saw that in the third, late in the third, early in the fourth, he started to pick it up. But that game was already far out of hand. It's going to have to be Tyler Hero, and the role players are going to have to shoot a little bit better than 20% tonight.
Brady, we did see in the fourth quarter, though, as Jonathan mentions, Tyler got it going a little. He came into the fourth with 1 point, and he started to shoot I think he had at least two floaters in the fourth that I remember, which was a shot that he got to this year consistently. We haven't seen him get to it. It feels like he's been trying to get deeper into the paint, or else he kind of pulls himself back from it. But in this case, even when the second defender came, he threw it up there. I mean, we have seen the players can, even in blowouts, players can build on the rhythm that they get. And Duncan's done that a couple times this year. So I'll ask you the same question. Is this the night?
I think it's possible, but if I can be honest, I don't think it has to be, which sounds crazy because I know they're in Philly and there's a lot of implications. But I think there's times on the floor where it's going to be Tyler or Jimmy. Like, it just has to be at this point with the way Philly's defending. They're basically forcing Miami into 4-on-3s where as much as we're looking at Tyler's numbers and getting blitzed out high, it's kind of trended into the direction of why Jimmy's playing so well and he's able to get to the basket. And that's when it turns in. I know Doc mentioned possibly doubling. Spo just even mentioned, he kind of hinted at it, that they'll have to adjust from there. And I don't think that's a worrisome adjustment. Like, that is one of those things. If they start doubling Jimmy, we can look at shooters around them that he'll be able to kick out and you're starting to shoot from three. But then Tyler opens his game up, and that's where the Tyler or Jimmy element comes through. That I just feel like I'm not worried about Tyler's numbers itself. You mentioned the floaters at the end of the game. The reason I think that part is important is not really as much the rhythm. I think it's him getting to the middle of the floor is so important. The longer Philly's in zone, like, that is the key. I think that's why Oladipo has been so key in the series, is because he can get to the middle of that zone, specifically because they're not doubling him. He can just make his swift crossovers off a screen. He gets to the middle of the floor and he's hitting that pull-up. I looked earlier, he's like 42% on pull-ups in this series. So if they start hedging over and start doubling Jimmy, then that's when I'm looking at Tyler, because that's when he can start to explode.
All right, Sean, I want to make sure you make it in there safely. So I'm going to go to you and then let you go. You did make a pick on Better Edge tonight. So without too many Philadelphia fans around you, what do you like?
I agree. I agree.
I'm just going to let it run until the game starts. Sounds good. Whatever it was, it sounds good. Find your seat safely. We're going to sub in Taco for you right now because we got to do the prize pick. But thanks to Sean for
sounded like some scared people in the background
for providing that. All right, we got David Freeman joining, and we'll get to him in a second because we're going to do the prize picks here before we do. But I guess this is a good pivot, actually. Tyler Hero's at 15.5 tonight. David, is that what you would play?
I didn't take Tyler at all tonight, so no. I mean, look, it's not so much that I don't like it. I just don't want to go near it. That's all.
Okay, well that's fair. All right, so you get us going here, and again, for prize picks, use the code 5 FIVE and get your initial deposit matched for up to $100. They'll match it 100%. You don't have to play it all at once. That is our official fantasy app. So you tell me, what do you like on the Heat side tonight?
I took Depot last game. I told you I like Depot points. I'm going first half points today. 5.5 over first half points. He gets in there. He gets his minutes early on. He looks to shoot. He gets to the basket. I mean, he'll get there.
Well, let's get to the Depot factor here. Let's play off of this a little bit because, again, talking about taking something for granted, this is not a role we expected, Jonathan, that Victor was going to be in at this stage necessarily. He has cemented himself as a rotation player. I think whether Lowry plays or not. But it does feel like even though the shooting's not there, we've talked about the defense being there from the very beginning. We've all discussed that. But even though the shooting's not there, there seems to be a little bit more of a comfort level with him kind of getting to the basket, essentially, as David's talking about. Like he is, the attacks are there. Like I'm not even thinking health anymore.
Yeah, he's definitely allowed for the subpar play of Tyler Hero to be a little bit better, to kind of quote Royal from the last game's post game, because he's been playing so good. You don't really notice that Hero has been playing quite as bad because he's kind of filling that 6-man role. And to your point, he's a two-way player. He's able to get to the rim, and he has a really nice touch around the rim. And last game, something else that we saw is that he's able to draw fouls, and he's able to get to the free throw line. And we know that this team isn't necessarily the best transition defensive team, but when their defense is able to get set, they're one of the best defensive squads we got. So Oladipo being able to get to the free throw line, allowing everything to kind of just stagnate down and slow down a little bit, is something that's another layer to the game that he brings to this team. So I think it's good because, like you said, it was an unexpected development, and it's just another extra layer that we're getting added to this team. And he's a two-way player, so even if he's not giving you anything offensively, defensively he's going to bring it.
I think anyone that has seen the last game between the Celtics and the Bucks will understand the value of having that kind of player playing for you down the stretch. I mean, Jrue Holiday practically won the game last night for the Bucks. I mean, of course, you saw Giannis and you saw was it Bobby Portis perform for them in a huge way. But I don't think it's a stretch to say that Oladipo can somewhat mimic, if not emulate, some of what Jrue Holiday brought to the table for this Heat team. And look, if he can do that, it makes the Heat a lot scarier heading into tonight and beyond.
David, let's pivot on the Philadelphia side, and then we're going to go around to everybody for the picks here. Some of the questions coming in: will Doc double Jimmy? He certainly indicated that he might. With Doc, I don't feel like he's like with Spo where he's pulling a punch. I mean, when he says something, I feel like he's actually going to do it. Like he's not. He wants the public to know. It's weird. Maybe it's because he's a former media guy, but he tends to do that. David, what do you like on the Philadelphia side tonight?
I'm taking Danny Green first half, points, rebounds, and assists over 5.5. He's been getting the shots off. I don't think they're gonna all of a sudden start guarding him heavily out on the perimeter. He gets a couple threes, he gets some rebounds, assists. He'll easily get that. He's been doing a lot more in the first half actually. So combining the two numbers, staying away from full game.
Okay, and again, use the code 5 for that. How do we all feel about Tyrese Maxey here? Because there was fear of Tyrese Maxey coming into this series, and in 37, I mean, the Heat changed the philosophy. We didn't talk a lot about it, but they put Jimmy on him. 37 plays that Jimmy guarded Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey did not have a point or an assist in the last game. So, I mean, Brady, why have they been so effective against? Is it just that? I mean, because this was the concern for a lot of us.
I think it ties into the thing that we were talking about mostly with their defense, and the thing I asked Joe about, the fighting through screens. They're not able to just, okay, Tyrese Maxey has the ball, we're going to set a screen and Jimmy's on the next guy, and Tyrese Maxey can hunt to Tyler Hero and Max Strus. Jimmy Butler's fighting over off-ball screens as well, so them putting him on Tyrese Maxey actually matters. Like whenever they talk about matchups, you're like, okay, it doesn't matter because they're going to switch it. The length is bothering him. I think there's times where the Bam thing of them fighting through screens, when there's Bam kind of fronting Embiid, there's less stress on Jimmy on that backside or weak side to fully help down, and then Tyrese is getting off the catch and kind of getting to the basket. So I think that those two adjustments kind of go hand in hand. I think Miami is not going to go fully into that in this game. Like, this feels like Philly's going to prepare, I guess, in terms of trying to free up Maxey. I think specifically that I think they're going to switch. I think they're going to go a little bit of drop, and they're going to mix everything together, try to close this out. But as much as we talk about Maxey, like, that is not the primary focus here. Like, the focus is Embiid every single night, and then they got to kind of adjust, I guess, to the game of how Maxey's performing.
People are mentioning to me that ESPN's doing a lot of Jimmy coverage now. I can tell you there will be more because Sedano listened to the pod last night for ideas. You may find some of the 5 on the floor stats on the sideline reporting from George, and I also know Hubie Brown's doing his open tonight is on Jimmy. So they were, again, I don't mind them borrowing our information for stuff like that. That's fine. But you will hear a little bit more Jimmy coverage tonight on ESPN as a result. But let's get to it and let's get to the picks and we'll roll around here. And while we're doing it, David, think of another one that you throw out here for prize picks, and I'll circle back to you at the end. Again, use the code 5 to get your initial deposit matched. Does anybody think Philadelphia is extending this series tonight?
Nope. Well, I don't.
It's possible.
Wait, no, but you would be the one. So typically, because I look, Jonathan and Greg, I think the Heat at this stage are 91-0. So that's, and Brady's record on that is pretty close to that.
Jonathan and I look peaceful in the face. We're good.
So Ricky, go. I'll let you roll on this.
Well, I mean, I'd like to think I've been pretty consistent on this. I've been saying since the beginning of the series, Heat and 6. I know the popular Heat Twitter mantra is Heat and 5, but I said Heat and 6. It's game 6 tonight, and JoJo and what is it? What's his name? Beardface. Harden. Yeah, the one move that Metapod uses. Yeah, they look pretty. That was a Pokemon reference, Ethan.
I know, but I went with the Rick Ross reference. That's my
he doesn't play for Miami. My God. Anyway, yeah. Look, they both look pretty demoralized. I haven't seen guys look that demoralized since Ray Allen hit that 3 against that one team from Texas. And look, I think it's going to start off pretty hectic. Danny Green's going to get off some threes. There's going to be a lot of energy to start things off, but it's going to fizzle away, just like Game 6 against the Mavericks in 2006. 8 and 6.
All right, there you go. We will go around here, but I do want to read Darius's comment because anybody makes a nice donation here, we make sure we read it. Listening live from Hawaii, keep it up, y'all. $1 for each point Tyler will score tonight. I'm a betting man. I got the guts, Heat Nation. Get them Sixer bums off the court for good tonight. See, I'll read that. I should have let Greg read it, but we appreciate it. So we are going Tyler over 15.5 then on that. Brady, Jonathan, then and Greg. I'll let any of you weigh in on this. So if you all think they're winning, I mean, they're gonna have to pull this thing out down the stretch tonight.
I think it's a closer game than the last game. Sorry, Brady. I think it's closer game than the last game. Obviously, right, at 35 blowout isn't going to be the same thing. Philadelphia at home is going to make their runs. Like Ricky said, Danny's going to hit his 3-point shots. You might have Korkmaz or one of those guys off the bench just hit some shots coming in. But I think this is a game Miami makes the adjustments to whatever Doc does in the first half and really makes a good run in the second half and gets it done. But like I said, if they shoot 20% from 3, there's no way we're winning this game.
The question if they're if the process has failed, I mean, the process is just Embiid at this point. I mean, literally, I mean, that's what they have to show for it. I mean, and then the rights. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's it. I mean, they basically had 5 picks and they nailed 1. That's essentially what happened. And
they nailed the Maxey pick, so that's good for them.
Well, and I did see that Maxey said today he thought he was going to go to Miami, but I understand that. I understand
How
that.
could he have thought that, but signed with Rich Paul prior to the draft?
Probably, right. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so let's get to it. Do we have one more prize pick here, David, before we go?
What about my
I've been writing the block steals.
I know what you're going to pick. Get to David's prize pick.
My prize picks. I got prize picks.
All right, 2 of you go at it. What do you got?
Listen, I got 2 quick ones. Let me just slide them in here. Max Strus over 8.5 points, rebounds, and assists in the first half. And this is the other one. This is easy money. James Harden, 17.5 in the first half. Take the over. He's done it like literally 6 or 7 games straight. So that's just easy money. I'm giving people parts of their cards right here. Ethan, use the code 5 and double your initial deposit.
David, I said I wouldn't take Harden again after the one time because otherwise I'm afraid you're going to clip it.
Crypto.
I don't want you to do. Crypto's not worth anything anymore.
Exactly.
Neither is anything on the market. David, you got something else?
I did do the Harden first half in my entry too, so I'm with you there. Mikal Bridges 1.5 block steals over. Like I've been riding the block steals with him and Clay. Clay didn't get it last night, but there's a bunch of these block steals numbers that are 1.5 and they're pretty tasty. So I'm going there again.
All right. Use the code 5, match your initial deposit. I think the Heat close it out tonight. I do. I had them, I had them in 5 if Embiid didn't play and 6 if Embiid did play. Embiid kind of played. I'm going to stay with 6 here. And as much as I want to think it's Tyler, and it should be Tyler, I think Jimmy's going to finish the job tonight on that floor. And I said that before the series, that's likely what would happen. And I'm going to stick to it. They have no answer for him. And it doesn't seem like they want an answer for him. That's the other thing. And I said this before, the last time, and I'm not comparing, Tyler Hero and Jimmy Butler to Dwayne and Shaq, but the last time that the Heat had a memorable closeout in a game 6 on the road, it was a series in which the head coach refused to change his strategy the entire series and spent the whole series doubling and tripling Shaq and letting Dwayne go nuts. Tyler Hero is not Shaq, but Doc Rivers seems to think he is. So I don't know that anything's going to change in that regard. And I think Jimmy getting the Dwayne treatment in this series, he's exploited it. All right, stick with Alejandro. Through here, we appreciate our sponsors, markbrownpa.com. Also, Biscayne Bay Brewing, prizepicks.com. Use the code 5. Check out Better Edge /5 reasons. We'll tell you more about that as we go forward. Off the Floor is our official subscriber feed. Ace and Space at halftime. Post up 5R after the game. Podcast that I'll be hosting with Greg and everybody else on 5 on the Floor. Jonathan, you want post up tonight?
Yes, I am on post up tonight.
I mean,
I
we
never
got
know
you
what
covered everywhere for every time slot.
I never know what Royal's roster is. Royal is like Spo. Everybody's questionable. Everybody's questionable. And just who shows up.
He's also one of the best to ever do it.
And he'll tell you that also. No question about it.
Oh, I'll tell you that too. I just did.
Okay, you just did. All right, everybody have a good night.
Happy Kendrick Lamar Day, everybody.
Right? You have 5 players. This is questionable. I assume like those games there 2 ago.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason that is that just because maybe your requirements or just safety that you just don't know? I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Anything else? Coach, can you just talk about the job that the taking that personally?
No, I mean, look, it's born out of deep respect. It's deep respect for the competition level, for the talent level, for how well coached they are. We've had some tough games with them during the season. And Bam is just, putting his fingerprints on helping us win in whatever fashion that may be. It might be defensively, one possession. It might be a hustle play. It might be in the gap on another play. It might be playmaking on the other end. It might be finishing plays. He has a lot of responsibilities for us, and he's certainly not getting caught up in a one-on-one narrative about it. He's just trying to help us win.
How about the role?
Yeah, look, our bigs have had a great mentorship, over the years, and still do. But we've had some really strong, talented personalities. Over the years, we've got Keith Askins, Alonzo Mourning, Juwan Howard, and now Malik Allen. And Malik is, I just think, one of the best teachers in this game. He has a great way of communicating. Everything is clear. It makes sense. He's patient, but he also knows how to drive guys, to a higher level. He's always available. I think that's how you build relationships, of just always being there, and knowing when to encourage, when to push, all of those things. And, they have a great bond. I enjoy seeing that. And Karan helps out. Zoe helps out. This really is a village effort.
Coach, Doc and Danny and pretty much everybody in the section talk about how they made it too easy for Jimmy to pretty much do whatever he wants. Just from your perspective, what has led Jimmy to be so successful in the series?
Well, he's a big part of what we do, and I think he's been able to read, what's necessary. Clearly they're trying to prioritize and take, some parts of our game out, and that's allowed Jimmy to step in and fill in some of those gaps. They may make some adjustments tonight, trapping or trying to get the ball out of his hands, and we'll have to execute accordingly if they do that. But Jimmy's always been this for us, in the playoffs, whatever's needed, and it might be different game to game.
Aaron, what are some of the things that PJ brings to your team that you don't show up in the box?
Yeah, probably everything that he does doesn't show up in the box score. That's what makes him super unique. I've mentioned this before. I think there should be a highlight film of PJ Tucker's winning plays, and it should be shown at the rookie orientation every year, because you have all these young players coming in as teenagers, and they have a view, and they're told what it is to be in the NBA. And it's usually about the numbers or endorsements or how many points you can get up or how many shots. It's not really, the message really isn't about winning and what goes into it. It's exhausting, and doing all the intangibles and being okay with that. Tuck is all about that. He fits us. We love what he does. We respect it, and we think it directly translates to winning, and that's what matters most.
Do you have an example of the types of things that he does?
I mean, if there's a loose ball, and it falls between me and you, neither one of us have a chance of getting it. If he's involved in it, he's a great communicator. He's a great high IQ team defender, can guard multiple schemes, multiple players. And then offensively, I just think he's one of the most underrated offensive players in the league. He helps us run offense and get to secondary actions.
He's moved a lot more in this offense than he has in previous couple of stops, and it's been a little bit more aggressive offensively than he was in the last couple of years with other teams. Was that a conversation you had with him right when he arrived?
No, definitely not right when we arrived. What we try to do more than anything is just be open, to players and possibilities, and not put a ceiling on it. And quite frankly, we had so many injuries, particularly in December and January. We needed his playmaking. So I remember having dinner with him in LA, and he said he was a point guard in Germany when he played over there. I said, well, the next couple of weeks we're going to find out. Might not play at point, but we're going to throw you the ball and try to do some actions, because we didn't have Bam, we didn't have Jimmy, we didn't have half our team, and he was really able to keep us afloat, and we were able to get to some coherent actions that really helped our shooters and our cutting game and all that, which makes sense. If you're a really super high IQ defensive player, usually you can add more to your plate offensively. Okay, thank you.
Welcome to the latest episode of 5 on the Floor on the 5 Reasons Sports Network. Thanks for joining us on your favorite podcast app. We're on Podbean, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. We're also on Dash Radio every single weeknight at 7 p.m. on their Nothing But Net channel. Also, 5 Reasons Sports YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You'll get all of our content as we speak, as we're recording this. The 6 Ring Canes guys are on there talking NIL with Darren Heitner, but you can get F1 shows, MMA shows, lots of Dolphin shows, lots of Panther shows. We've got all that going on during the series for as long as that lasts, Marlins and more. So check out the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. Also, 5reasonsports.com, spell that one out. You get the latest takeaways from Brady Hawk and others without a paywall. And check out the great sponsors of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. We got a new location for one of our sponsors, You Break Wheel Fix. Okay, youbreakwheelfix.com or You Break Wheel Fix on Instagram. Their main office is moving. They've actually just moved in May. They're just still in North Miami, but they're over on Northeast 18th Avenue East and Northeast 143rd Street. But the same great service, just a bigger facility because we've sent them so much business. Well, also others from the community have as well. But they handle everything there. They will fix your cracked wheels. We know what happens on the streets of South Florida down here is everybody's trying to get down to the Heat game and other places. So they can do that for you, but they can also do the powder coating for you, give you the fancy colors and all that stuff. You want the Vice colors, you want the Canes colors. They can do all of it for you at You Break Wheel Fix. And if you mention 5 Reasons to Mark and the team down there, you'll get a discount as well. They also do the loaner cars too, if you need that while you're getting your car fixed or your wheels done. So check it out. You Break Wheel Fix. It's youbreakwheelfix.com. Again, or on Instagram at You Break Wheel Fix, and check out all the great work that they do there in a brand new facility. And now, tonight's episode.
Yeah. 5 on the floor, ride for my dogs. Where here's the thing, you can check the score. Hustle hard, couple scars, wearing bubble frauds. Just like Butler said, you in trouble, y'all. Kept the floor playing, got it all banned. Y'all seen the block, stop with one hand. And Pat, we trust, it's power, have the guts. We're here to bring the heat, y'all can hang it up.
Welcome to Five on the Floor, a daily insider show on the Miami Heat and the NBA, featuring Ethan Skolnick, Greg Sylvander, and Alex Toledo, plus others from the 5 Reasons Sports Network.
All right, Ethan Skolnick back on 5 on the Floor. Here's tonight's floor plan. We gave Brady the night off tonight. I just want to clarify that's what actually happened. He has not been put in a basement by the Miami Heat because he asked a question of Eric Spoelstra last night that got a little too close to the Heat strategy. So Brady is fine. No concerns about him whatsoever. He's just not joining us on the show tonight. But we do have Greg Sylvander. I think he just disappeared. Maybe he was taken by the Heat. And we've also got Alex Toledo. You can follow him at Tropical Blanket on Twitter. And we're going to be one topic tonight. That's it. We're going to, I know obviously adjustments and questions. If you want some of that stuff, I did it all on Starting 9 on the YouTube channel. You can call all that up. I took about 50 questions there about rotations and everything else that's going on. But we believe that Jimmy Butler deserves his own episode. Okay. I watched some of the 4-letter network's coverage today. And as I'm watching their coverage, there is no mention whatsoever of what are the 76ers going to do to stop Jimmy Butler. And this is odd to me because Jimmy Butler is playing at a level that only 2 guys in Miami Heat uniforms have ever played at in the playoffs, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. And if you look at the numbers that Jimmy's putting up through his first, I guess it would be 8 games because he missed one, for the first 8 games here of the postseason, he is putting up numbers comparable to the numbers that those 2 guys put up through the course of playoff runs. In fact, if you go to the 2013 season, which was not LeBron's best playoff run statistically, but was him at the peak of his powers, that was his best season, okay, overall. Jimmy Butler's numbers through the first, again, 8 games of this postseason for him are better than LeBron James's were over the course of that postseason. From an efficiency standpoint, from an overall scoring standpoint, from a steals standpoint, he's a little below him in rebounds and assists, but not much. He is basically playing the LeBron James level for the Miami Heat, and the national media is paying absolutely no attention to it. In my view, he has been the second best player in the postseason from a two-way perspective behind Giannis, okay, who's playing as we speak right now and trying to survive his own series. He has been better than Luka because he plays defense. He has been better than Jokic overall, because he's still playing. Let's start there. Okay, although obviously Jokic has played extraordinarily well. He's been more consistent overall than Jason Tatum. And then you look at Chris Paul, who has had tremendous moments, but also a couple of doozies. You know, Booker missed some time. Steph Curry took a little bit of time to warm up. And John Morant obviously was terrific, but he also had some down moments, and now he's out for the rest of the postseason. Jimmy Butler also, and I'm going to turn it over to you guys on this one. Of the top 20 scorers in the playoffs so far, this will tell you how this has become a young man's league, okay? Only 5 of the top 20 are 30 years old or older. This was a league that was dominated by guys in their early 30s for a while. There's no LeBron this year, okay? KD's out, obviously. Jimmy Butler is leading all players 30 years or older in scoring, just ahead of Steph Curry going into tonight, okay? The only guys who are on that list of the top 20, 3 other players who are out already: Kevin Durant, CJ McCollum, and Kyrie Irving. He's playing at an ungodly level right now, guys. And I'll start here with you, Greg. I mean, we have this characterization. Is he a superstar? Is he not a superstar? If he's playing better than all of the other superstars when it matters from a two-way perspective, his team is winning. His team has the top net rating in the playoffs coming into tonight. What exactly do you have to do to be a superstar? Hit step back threes? Dunk a lot? Like, what exactly is he missing?
I guess a little bit of drama to some degree. I don't know what exactly it is, but I guess I'll say this. I don't know whether you want to call him a superstar, but he is one victory away from, and this is a hot take, y'all. If they advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, and in the 3 seasons that Jimmy Butler has been here, he's finals with the performance that he had in the finals. Yeah, that and then the Bryn Forbes year, and then back to the Eastern Conference Finals at this elite level of playing. you're starting to move him like Dwayne, LeBron, Jimmy as the third greatest player to ever play for the franchise. Like, that's where I'm at. And I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but I mean, Alonzo didn't necessarily have the offensive ability to carry a team to the conference finals the way that Jimmy is. Obviously, Tim didn't. Even Dwayne in some of the height of his powers couldn't get past the Celtics in an opening round. I know that this is a much better team, so I'm trying to compare more apples to apples scenarios with all of the Heat greats. But truthfully, for me, it's like LeBron, Dwayne, and then now we're going to start talking about Jimmy in that conversation, which is crazy that he's left that kind of imprint in such a short amount of time.
Alex, I want to get with you to the things that have been most impressive specifically. But since we're on the subject of Dwayne and LeBron here, I want to go through some of this. And again, we've left Shaq out because the reality is that, you know, in the 2006 playoff run, he was not a focal point. In the 2005 playoff run, he was for parts of it. And at times was more impactful than Dwayne was. And obviously we know how that thing ended with Dwayne getting the ribcage injury and Shaq being upset he didn't get the ball more from Stan in the last game. But it really is. This is about two guys. Okay. And it's about two guys. So let me go through here a little bit, some of Dwayne's overall playoff runs. Okay. And LeBron's and just to put this into context of what Jimmy is doing. All right. To me, okay, from start to finish, the best playoff run, and I think most would agree with this, was 06 with Dwayne, obviously, because of the way it ended and sort of the monumental finals that he had. Okay. And we're talking about 23 games there that he played during that postseason. He averaged 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists on 50% shooting. Okay.
Yeah, he was better.
Of course, over the course of 23 games. But Jimmy's scoring average is right there. Again, smaller sample size, 8 games. But so far, right there with Dwayne's, because yeah, Dwayne went nuclear with whatever, the 34.7 in the finals, but he was below that before he got into the finals. So 28.4, 6, and 6. Jimmy is at 29, 7, and 6, right? I think that's the number right now. With a shooting percentage, it's actually better than Dwayne's was. Okay. I know he operates a little bit differently. And a 3-point percentage that, by the way, is exactly the same. And a free throw percentage that is exactly the same. So through 9 games or 8 games, again, Jimmy Butler has basically performed at the level that Dwayne Wade sustained, okay, through 23 games of 2006, which is generally acknowledged as one of the greatest playoff runs, not just in Heat history, but in playoff history. Now,
if dirty to me, keep talking dirty.
Well,
to me.
If you go back to the previous year, which was the 05 thing, that was again short-circuited by Dwayne's ribcage injury. That was sort of Dwayne's playoff breakout. Obviously, the first year and the big shots in the first round and the runner in the lane and the three-pointer and all that he did against the Hornets. I get it, but again, he was a rookie, and that first year, and he wasn't even on the floor at the end, as we discussed yesterday. You know, Stan pulled him off the floor at the end of that series against Indiana. But the second year, averaging 41 minutes in his real breakout, Dwayne averaged 27, 6, and 7 with 1.6 steals at 48% over 14 games. Jimmy Butler is having a playoff run statistically that is comparable to Dwayne Wade's 2005. That was the other one. Now, Dwayne had 2 others that jump out. 2008, 2009, and 2009, 2010, with apologies to Quentin Richardson and Michael Beasley and Udonis Haslem. He was basically a one-man team, okay? He averaged 29 the first year, being a one-man team, 29, 5, and 5, and he averaged 33, 6, and 7 the second year. But he only played 7 and 5 games because he got eliminated in the first round. And I'm not throwing any of Dwayne's big 3 years. The first one was great. Okay. And he would have been finals MVP. He 21 games. He averaged 25 points, 7 rebounds and 4 assists. But Jimmy, again, smaller sample size, is better than that right now. And then I am going to get to Alex on this because I want him to weigh in, but I just want to, just for context here. Okay. LeBron James. All right. In these playoff years that we're talking about, okay, that he was with LeBron, that he was with the Heat, his 4 years here in Miami. I'm not going to get into the other years, 2016 with the Cavs or anything along those lines.
Yeah, we don't care.
We don't care, right? They didn't happen. But here, okay.
I got suspended.
Exactly. Okay. The first year he averaged, this is first year in Miami, 21 games. He averaged 44 minutes a game. Spo played him 44 minutes a game over 21 games. Okay. What's Jimmy averaging? 36, I think, something like that. So basically 6 fewer minutes. LeBron in that first year averaged 24, 8, and 6 on 47% shooting. Okay. Jimmy's numbers are better. Second year was really, even though it wasn't the Heat's best year, their first championship, LeBron had his best statistics during that playoff run. He averaged 43 minutes, 30 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists on 50% shooting. And then again, the year where he was at the peak of his powers, 2012, 2013, he had the Ray Allen year, 26, 8, and 7. Okay, on 49% shooting and 38% from three. And then the last year with Miami, he averaged 27, where he was alone a lot of the time. He averaged 27, 7, and 5 on 57% shooting. Okay, here's my point. I'm not saying, Alex, that Jimmy Butler is better than LeBron James or better than Dwayne Wade. What I'm saying is kind of what Greg is saying. The statistics bear it out. He's doing this in wins. Okay. I mean, the Heat have won so far. What are they? I mean, 4-1, 3-2, right? So, I mean, they're they're 7-5 right now in the postseason. Or, excuse me, 7-3 right now in the postseason. And so I guess Jimmy has played the 9 games. He's playing at their level. If LeBron was doing this in Miami, they would be devoting shows to it. Jimmy can't get a segment. All he's getting is, first take screaming, culture and South Beach, and the fans are late. Like, why is he not? First thing, I mean, you watched LeBron and Dwayne during those runs. Is this comparable? And why is Jimmy not getting the respect that they did?
It's comparable in the sense that he's giving you a lot more like those guys. He's playing a lot more like those guys than I think a lot of Heat fans could have imagined when he first got here. We saw what he did in the bubble and in the finals when he had to take it up another notch. So it's something that we've seen before. But as far as the first 2 rounds, just kind of blitzing through every game, being the best player in the series when people thought Trey could have been the best player in the series in round 1. And many people would still put Embiid and Harden above Jimmy in if they were ranking players, even though that's not where I'm at. I feel like a lot of people would have said, even though a lot of ESPN guys and a lot of national people picked the Heat this time, like that wasn't necessarily the story. It feels like they only did that because of kind of what the Heat have been all year, as far as kind of being around the 1 seed the whole time. It feels disingenuous. Like what you're talking about, all they talk about is culture and South Beach and, who's got the best player in the series and all that stuff. And it just doesn't translate to actual basketball and what's going on the floor. Jimmy doesn't have a pretty game. He doesn't have an aesthetically pleasing game. They don't call him the most skilled player ever like they do Kyrie, because they like his crossovers and step backs. And look, man, guys like Kyrie, Tatum, anybody else who's got all those cool moves to their game, that's great for them. Jimmy gets by doing what he does and dominates doing what he does. When you're just at the top, like when it comes to attacking the rim, defending multiple positions, being an elite help defender, being a great passer, being a great rebounder, like the dude plays with high IQ. He's giving you a reasonable microcosm of what Dwayne and LeBron did those years. Now, I get the statistical comparison, which is really, really, really impressive, but it's also, what I'm going to say, there's just a lot more possessions being played right now. So it's hard to to try to compare those two. It's 2 different eras, but regardless of that, what Jimmy's doing is extremely impressive. And I just think, maybe they'll start giving him credit if they make another finals run, and then they just can kind of get rid of that whole bubble run narrative. But other than that, like, he's just going to keep doing his thing and keep saying the same thing after post game, being Jimmy Butler.
Well, I get what you're saying about the possessions, but again, this is not a team that plays with a ton of pace, so they don't necessarily rack up a crazy number of possessions.
No, but just the average possessions and offensive rating and all that, it's just way higher than it was back then. Even with the Heat being at the bottom, I bet if we were to compare the two, it would be miles apart. But regardless, what Jimmy is doing is, like, you can't say anything about it. He's been the best player in pretty much every game, in both series. And you can make a case that he's been one of the top 3 players, if not better, throughout the whole playoffs.
But here's the other thing. I mean, if we're going to do apples to apples, and I get what you're saying about, again, it being different than it was then, but I mean, he's fourth in playoff players in scoring. So, I mean, even comparing him
exactly
to the modern era, he's up there, and he's not considered, to be a scorer to the extent that, I thought Tyler Hero would lead him in scoring this year and almost did. Jimmy just basically nudged across the end line against Tyler by percentage points. And again, I'm looking at this. I just want to read this one more time in context. And I pinned this to the 5 Reasons Sports account. Jimmy Butler's numbers in this playoffs. Okay. 28.3 points, 7.6 rebounds, 5.6 assists, 2.2 steals on 44, 37, 82 splits. LeBron James in 2013, again, peak LeBron, okay, not 32-year-old LeBron, peak LeBron, okay. LeBron at that stage was what, 27 going on 28, I believe, okay, or just roughly that. 25.9 points, 8.4 rebounds, 6.6 assists, 1.8 steals, 49, 38, 78 splits, while playing 3.5 more minutes. Actually, I'm sorry, 4.5 more minutes than Jimmy did. So, even when we're going to talk about pace, LeBron was on the floor more. Spo didn't let him rest. Spo treated him like Tibbs would have treated Jimmy in the playoffs, or did treat Jimmy in the playoffs, right, Greg? So, but let me pivot back to something Alex said there. We keep saying this, and Alex is right, because this is the excuse that's used, that, Jimmy doesn't have a sexy game, so to speak, right? He's not a high flyer. He's not an elite 3-point shooter. And those are the two things that get highlights, right? Steph Curry, 3-point shots from 32 feet and dunks. Okay. So, backing someone down in the post and shooting a little midi over them. Okay. Or, flashing it for a steal, and creating an opportunity where he kind of just gets above the rim to dunk. Nobody wants to pay attention to that stuff. But here's the thing I don't understand. The national media and fans claim that they love these kind of stories, right? They love the hard work story, the come from nowhere story, the guy who wasn't entitled to everything, right? One of the issues with LeBron is not that he was entitled to anything, because obviously if you know his upbringing and everything that happened with him, and he's a miracle, okay, and what he's accomplished. But again, he had a tattoo of Chosen One, at age 17, and he was on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Jimmy Butler went to junior college, okay, after being essentially homeless, okay, had to transfer, drafted 30th overall, hardly played his rookie season. You look back, everybody says Tibbs played him so much. He didn't start a game in his rookie year. He played 42 games. He was playing behind Luol Deng, Kirk Heinrich, and others. I don't understand, and the other part of this, we say he's not interesting. He is interesting. He's got a Michelob Ultra commercial. He's probably the funniest guy in the league, okay, if you follow his Instagram, his press conferences, and all this other stuff. He may not indulge in some of the back and forth with others, but he's posting on Joel Embiid's page, okay, after game. He's not Tim Duncan. I don't, right? So
no, I agree.
So why? So what is it? I don't understand.
So I don't know if it's I go back to this article from 2019 in menshealth.com, and I guess in their publications. I don't necessarily get those to my front door, but Jimmy Butler, there was an article that was really, really good and I'll never forget what he said. He talked about how he knows that his only guaranteed edge is his work ethic. And he even went as far as to say, this is his own words, he will whoop your ass. That's it. I'm tougher than you. That's where I'll bank it at. And being tough is a talent. I back down from no one. I'm scared of nobody. I don't care about the name that you have, what you've done. You can't intimidate me none. That's what's gotten me here. That thing, that toughness is the talent, the grit, that kind of stuff. As much as people say that's what they want to see, that's not really what they want to see. They want to see elite physical specimens like Giannis and LeBron and, that kind of thing. Or they want to see the fun stuff like Kyrie or the Steph deep threes. I don't know how the hell people think Harden has a fun game. What is wrong with you folks? But otherwise, I that's the only thing I can think of. And then the fact that the Heat keep it so buttoned up tight that it's not a situation where there's a lot of drama, a lot of tabloid kind of nonsense. So it's just not the kind of thing that they can feast upon in the same way. Maybe the access is not the same. Ethan, could that be it? Because I
do think that's a part of it. I think the access to him, I was told by a couple of my friends who work at ESPN that one of the reasons that they don't focus on the Heat more is because they're not given players like other teams give their players to the national media. You know, they tend to, the Heat tend to take care of the locals more so than other teams do. Okay. You know, with that said, I'd love to have more of the guys on our podcast. So for those who are listening, we'll certainly take players between this round and the Eastern Conference Finals if you want to offer any of them to us. But they don't, they run a tight ship, but they let guys be themselves. Like I've never had situations with the Heat like I would have at the Dolphins. Okay. There was concern with like Michael Beasley and Hassan Whiteside, like where you would always have an extra media relations person, one of the guys that we know standing over them just to kind of make sure that certain things weren't said. But the Heat don't typically like shut down pressers or that kind of stuff. Like trust me, I can't tell you how many have been shut down when I was covering the Dolphins, okay, over various regimes, whether it was the Saban regime or forward, okay, the Cam Cameron regime, the Gase regime, it's just different situations. So they're more professional, they're more open with the locals, but they don't necessarily hand stuff to the national guys. So that's part of it. They don't give them a ton of access. They don't trickle out a lot of information like the other teams do. Like some of these teams are sieves and the national media likes that. But I can tell you that one of the things that was said to me was that there's some national media guys who've requested Jimmy for stories and they don't get him. That's their thing. So then they just throw up their hands and they decide they're not going to cover the Heat because
they're all ours.
Right. Well, because they're not getting, and I'm like, well, did you ask for Bam? Because
I feel like they used to get him when he was like on the Bulls and stuff. I remember he used to like there was profiles and features written on him when he was first coming up by like Andrew Sharp, Ben Golliver.
Well, he was the counter to Rose in a lot of ways because Derek got the lion's share. Derek and Joakim Noah, who obviously was very media friendly. Okay. They got the majority of the attention up there. And then Jimmy kind of came from nowhere to a certain degree. Again, he was the 30th pick and his personality kind of developed sort of over time there. And in talking to guys who've covered him for a long time, who got to know him, they saw that evolve over time. Okay. Where, Jimmy became more the Jimmy that we sort of know now, but he doesn't go out of his way. Look, we've talked about this. Jimmy doesn't do a ton of stuff in the community down here. It's more back in Chicago. And part of this is COVID. Part of this is, I think, he came in and then all of a sudden COVID shut stuff down. The reality is LeBron didn't do a lot of stuff in the community here. Okay. Not like he did it, but back home. I mean, Dwayne, Zoe, Udonis, they were here. The others, not so much. And so I think that for Jimmy, the profile of him, there just hasn't been as much done. There are some national outlets who've gotten some time with him, not a ton. We haven't had him on the pod, even though obviously we've discussed him a lot. So I think part of it is the national media kind of got tired, or at least the guys I've talked to got tired of requesting him to a certain degree. And then they decided there was nothing to really cover on the Heat. I mean, we saw Israel just did a really nice piece on Tyler. That's the only, we've seen a couple on Bam. I know Zach Lowe's done a couple on Bam. But other than that, you don't see the national guys do a ton of stuff on here. So I think the access is part of it, for sure. But to argue that you don't have a personality to write about or to do a show about,
he's like
to focus on.
He reminds me of Chris Bosh a little bit. And I didn't mean to cut you off, but like I just wanted to sneak this in here. Like, for people that say he doesn't have personality, you're so right. He's not Tim Duncan. He's like a mix of Dwayne, Udonis, and Chris Bosh. Like the way that he can articulate himself and be funny and be tough at times and like wear those different hats and be himself, be just unapologetically himself is like something that I think is super genuine and cool. So it is bizarre that he wouldn't gain more traction, I guess, nationally. But I think this is going to harken back to that he's not flying through the air doing 360s and he's not hitting 40 footers.
I think it's mostly the basketball stuff. Because we say like, I mean, and this is no disrespect again. I mean, people know my feelings on Dwayne. I mean, Jimmy's funnier than Dwayne is. I spent a lot of time around Dwayne. I mean, Jimmy, you talk about being more me. I mean, there were long periods of time during his career where until Dwayne kind of found who he was, it was kind of tough to write new stories about Dwayne after a certain point. Now, Dwayne obviously is worldly, and we've discussed this on the pod. Okay. He we saw him grow up down here, but just Jimmy is just naturally, I mean, a magnetic personality. It's just who he is. And between the memes and all the rest of this and the GIFs and all the other stuff that goes on here and the Instagram, you have enough to work on. It just doesn't seem like the national media wants to do the work to a certain degree. I mean, to not have a segment today about how they go about stopping Jimmy Butler, I cannot think of another top 15 player in the league that would have been ignored after the way he's played the past 3 weeks. I don't think there's a single one in any market, honestly. And it's just weird. He's in Miami. He kind of exudes Miami, and all they can say is Heat culture. But we are going to pivot back to the basketball part here before we close. I want to tell you about a couple sponsors of the 5 Reasons Sports Network. Our friends over at prizepicks.com. Use the code 5 FIVE. That's our partner on fantasy, and you can do everything there. Okay. You could have played NHL tonight, although why I took Bob on saves, I have no idea. But you can also play NBA, MLB, all the other sports, 2, 3, 4, 5 players together. We run special promos. They run special promos, but you got to use that code FIVE. That is the code to get your initial deposit matched up to $100, and you don't need to play it all at once. We see people sign up all the time and they don't deposit. Take a shot with $20. They're going to give you $20 to play with. In that sense, you don't really have a lot to lose. So go to prizepicks.com or download the app. You can download it on either the Google Play Store or on the App Store if you're an iPhone person, and use that code FIVE to get your initial deposit match. That's 5. Also, for all your premium CBD, go to therapistpreferred.com. Use the code 5RSN there. That is our product code at therapistpreferred.com. And there you can get the tincture, the gummies, the sports cream, and all of that for recovery, for sleep. This is great stuff. Look, we've had so many people who they've recommended it to others now. Okay, so go to therapistpreferred.com. Use the code 5RSN and you get 25% off. And again, that's the number 5RSN. All right, so let's get to the basketball part of this. I'm going to pivot to Alex on this. Like, I guess the question is, can he sustain it? And can he sustain it in a way now, at least to close out this series? Because Doc Rivers last night said, we have some adjustments we can make. We don't know if we want to make them. That was his response to my question. Okay. The adjustment would seem to be, because Embiid said this afterwards, double him like they're doubling me. I mean, the Heat are doubling Joel Embiid because they're concerned about what he can do against them. So at this point, you would think that you would double Jimmy Butler because you're concerned about what he's already done. But it seems to me a little bit, just to go back to 2006, which I know is a team that you liked quite a bit, Alex. Avery Johnson, until the end against the Miami Heat, until the end, he doubled Shaq, okay? Shaq was not the force that Dwayne Wade was at that point, but he doubled Shaq, and Dwayne went nuts. In this series, they're not doubling Shaq. They're doubling Tyler Hero, no offense. I mean, he's not Shaq, okay? And they're doing so in a way that's allowing Jimmy Butler to get loose. Like, don't you have to make an adjustment there?
Yeah, I think you do. I just don't. I answered your poll today because I know you put that on Twitter. I thought that was a good poll, actually. And I think at that time it was overwhelmingly yes. I think it was like 70% yes at that time. That was a few hours ago. But I thought that was interesting because I just think doubling Jimmy, maybe once or twice. But I just think that makes the offense so much easier for the Heat. Like, they're good at making easy reads, and you're just making the reads very easy for Jimmy if you're just going to send a second guy at him. Or I think they're going to see some adjustments to how they play him, is probably sending a little bit more help than they have, specifically when he starts kind of, doing his thing. He might be turning the corner, but I don't think they're just going to send 2 at him every time. I think that's crazy people talk because I think the Heat are going to have open shooters every time. And I don't think Doc Rivers is going to, I just think like that's so the opposite of what he's been doing this entire time. We're like, I actually kind of respect their game plan because they're kind of like, okay, Jimmy, you score as much as we want, but that's not what the Heat want to do. Their blueprint is more, I think, towards what they did last night, where a lot of guys are in double figures. Jimmy might be the best player, but he's not doing everything on offense. And go ahead.
I was going to say the adjustment plays right into the Heat's hands, to your point, Alex. Like
Exactly.
Like the whole reason why they're leaving Jimmy is that it's all those other parts that the snipers outside, and you got, Tyler Hero obviously doing, they've put so much emphasis on Tyler. It's just unbelievable. So you're playing into the Heat's hands if all of a sudden you say, hey, Jimmy, go do what you actually are pretty natural at and be a facilitator. Tyler Hero needs a good confidence builder before the conference finals. I'd love if that's Doc's strategy. I just don't know that he overcorrects to that degree. But Ethan, to your point, he's got to do something different. So whether they just are going to flash doubles maybe early in the game or maybe not do it initially and then deploy it later, like I do think that they're going to do something different, but I don't know that they can do wholesale, like blitzing Jimmy. Like that's not going to work so well for them, I don't think.
I did get
I mean, it's just a much better playmaker than Tyler too. That's one thing I think that's become even more clear this playoffs. Like they're on different levels when it comes to playmaking. Like Tyler just hasn't been good at making those reads off of blitzes yet. I think it's definitely gotten in his head. And I just think the game plan is a good one because the Heat were the best 3-point shooting team in the league, like number one. And we know that their best players don't shoot, but they get their offense going with the threat of their three. So I think Doc it kind of makes sense, but it only works when the Heat aren't just absolutely murdering you from the three.
Well, I did get a little background on this, and I can tell you that Jimmy is surprised that he's not getting doubled more. And I know I get it. He kind of made that off the cuff comment yesterday that I guess I'm not as good as Tyler, because there was some joking around at the press conference and all the rest of this, but he did expect to see more doubles. That's my understanding. And as far as prep for this series, as I did a little background today, he really didn't do a whole lot different. But the way that it was kind of put to me was that he can't play at this stage, because we talk about age with him and how the contract is going to age and where he is. He can't do this for 80 games anymore. Okay. And we've seen like getting to the 70 number for him is probably going to be unlikely over the course of this contract. All right. He can do it during a playoff setting when he has time to prepare and he has time to rest his body. We have talked so much about how different he looks on certain nights. You can kind of tell in the first 6 minutes if he has his jump. Okay. And whether he's getting his lift on jump shots, okay, whether when he has an opportunity in the open court, he actually tries to dunk it. Like you can tell with Jimmy, it's obvious. Okay. And we saw after he had the little knee issue, which may need to be corrected in the offseason. They may need to fix that. Okay. But we saw the first game back from it. I kept saying he doesn't look like he has that jump. Okay. But the last 2 games, he absolutely has. Okay. And this is the thing. It's like the way it was put to me was if he played like this all the time, his body would break down. But when he has time to rest, recuperate, prepare, go through his stuff and really focus, someone used the word locked in with me today. And I said, stupidly, because I know we don't want to go back to last year on that, but it is kind of where he's at. Like he needs these challenges where he really goes through the scouting report and understands it and also understands his body and how he needs to get it ready. And this, again, is a part of an access issue. But like with LeBron, like I wrote stories. Okay. So we were in the locker room. I wrote plenty of stories about his training program and how Mike Mancias would get him ready and what he would eat and what he would drink. Jimmy will do occasional stuff with that, like with non-NBA media. But otherwise, like he doesn't really advertise a ton of it. He'll put some stuff on Instagram, and I know everybody gets excited about it. But I don't think that we focus on it quite as much. But he does work on his body. It's not just getting into the gym; it's getting his body ready to prepare at this level. And the playoffs are just better suited for that with him, with less travel, with having everything he needs in one place, and all of that. And that's kind of the way it was put to me. But they are surprised. I can tell you people around him are surprised, and he is surprised that Doc has basically decided, let him have what he wants. Let him have what he wants, and don't let anybody else have it. And to Jimmy's credit, he is taking it. And I want to pivot right here, and I do want to mention one thing before we do, but I want to look a little forward because I guess I didn't watch the game, and I'll catch up with. I guess Milwaukee stole this one at the end, right? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay, so we may be looking at a Bucks matchup in the next round if the Heat get past this, right?
Now they're going to Game 6 in Milwaukee.
I want to ask one question of both of you guys when we come back now that's the possibility because this relates to Jimmy Butler. Before we do, I want to tell you about one more sponsor here of the 5 Reasons Sports. Well, I want to tell you about 2 things. First, I want to tell you about Off the Floor. You guys should be subscribed to that. It's free for a week, and it's just $3.05 per month. And you can get it for the entire year and get a discount as well. But the thing about that is we give you stuff there before we give it to you anywhere else. And sometimes we never end up giving it to you anywhere else. So you should be signed on to Off the Floor. It's behind the scenes coverage. A lot of stuff that Greg and I are kind of hearing about the team, around the organization. Maybe we don't put the full report on Twitter yet, but we kind of lead you in a direction on Off the Floor. And then also a lot of exclusive analysis, stats, strategy, and the rest from Alex and Brady on there. So make sure you're checking it out. I posted, I'm going to actually finally pin it to 5 Reasons Twitter so you guys can find the link and sign on. We appreciate the support there. It helps keep us going, but also you're going to get a ton out of it. I do want to mention also while we're here as well, one of our great sponsors, CPT of South Florida. If you're looking for IT, this is the place to go. Reach out to TJ, get yourself the promotion. Go to cpt-florida.com. That's cpt-florida.com, or call TJ at 954-966-2766, 954-966-2766. They still got the promotion, 25% off cloud phone service, including free phones, and the first 2 months of service free for your business. So reach out to TJ at cpt-florida.com. Again, it's 954-966-2766. So here's the question. This Jimmy Butler, the one that we've seen in the playoffs so far, the one that's putting up LeBron and Dwayne numbers, the knock all along has been, okay, do it against Milwaukee, because that's the team he struggled with length with Giannis during the regular season this year, during the playoffs last year. Even if you look past to the previous year, Jimmy was a big factor in the Milwaukee series, but he wasn't probably even their best player throughout the Milwaukee series 2 years ago. So I will ask this question, Greg. Are you as concerned, because matchups dictate everything, about the Milwaukee matchup for Jimmy Butler as you might have been before?
Hell no. Hell no. Jimmy at this level, like, even if he just regresses slightly, like, if he were to go through the conference finals and average 25 a game, I think that he'd have enough to get to the NBA finals, like, around him, because it's a different series with different matchups. And I don't know that the Milwaukee is going to guard Tyler the way that Philadelphia is. This is a really peculiar thing that I don't think that they're going to see from another team. I could be wrong. Maybe people will start copycatting the Philadelphia 76ers because that's so successful, but maybe not, right? So to me, Jimmy Butler, this is the team. If Milwaukee closes out, obviously they just stole one. Literally, Giannis missed a free throw. Portis got the rebound and put it in, and they were up 1, and that was basically the game. This is the team, but they have Bam for Giannis in terms of defense. So to me, like, the Middleton situation is a really interesting one to monitor in terms of matchups. But to me, there's nobody on that team that can guard Jimmy. Who are they going to put on Jimmy? Like, is it going to be Giannis? Like, that's who they're going to deploy? No, it's probably going to be Drew, right, Alex?
All right, that was the episode of 5 on the Floor. You can catch it up later tonight or tomorrow or some other day during the week. We are ready. We are ready to start this hangout here in the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. The game's about to start as usual. ESPN starts a little bit later, and here's the starting 5 for the Miami Heat: Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Bam Adebayo. That's going to be the starting 5 for your Miami Heat. For the Sixers, it's going to be the same 5: Tyrese Maxey, James Harden, Danny Green, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid. That's your starting 5 there. For all of you that are just getting here, please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so, and let's have some fun tonight while we watch the Miami Heat take on the Philadelphia 76ers. Game 6 of this series. Let's have the score table here, the live score here going on the screen, so you guys are ready for it. There it is. And we are ready. It's ESPN tonight, and they did a little bit of a better work trying to get some more information about the Miami Heat. As Ethan said, some of the information that we had on 5 on the Floor, it was right there in the pregame show that they did. And here we go. We're ready to start game 6. Who's here? Roll call. Let's see who's here right now. Ronald Fonte says, Box. Alejandro, ¿qué tocayo? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Te perdiste el último juego? Yeah, I had to go out, but I was watching. Don't worry. And it worked, so we're good. We'd love to see the Hawks in the finals. The Hawks? The Bucks, I guess. Robbie, how are you, man? G-Man, let's go Heat. Ronald, thank you for the like. For all of you, please like it. Like this broadcast so you help us keep growing here on YouTube, please. All right, here we go. The Sixers are wearing blue. The Heat are wearing red. And we are ready for Game 6 at Wells Fargo Center. And the first ball is for the Miami Heat. PJ Tucker has it. And here comes Gabe Vincent with the ball. Tyrese Maxey on it. They're already booing. Here comes Jimmy Butler. Jumps and gets 2 points. First jumper of the game. And those are the first 2 points. 15 seconds in the game. And it's 2 points for Jimmy Butler. Here comes the Heat. Let's see if the Heat can win tonight away and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. A turnover, a bad pass by Joel Embiid, and Tobias Harris falls on the line. So that's a Miami Heat ball. Here comes Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent to Jimmy Butler. He's by himself. Oh, he doubted. He could have gone for 3 there. All right, here comes Jimmy Butler. He finds Tucker. Now to Vincent. Vincent to PJ Tucker. Back to Max Strus for 3. And that's a 3 for Max Strus. The first one for the Heat tonight. They shot a little bit over 39% in Game 5, going back to what they were during the regular season. They did struggle in Games 3 and 4. Maxey for 3. He misses. Here comes Gabe Vincent now. 5-0 run to start the game. Let's see what's going on. Gabe Vincent to his right. He attacks the basket, steps back, and he gets 2 points. So the Heat shooting their first 3, getting their first 3 shots in. And here comes the Sixers. James Harden with the ball. James Harden to the corner. Danny Green for 3. It's good. Danny Green has been so good in this series in Philly, not in Miami. And now a long pass by Gabe Vincent. They try to rush it up, and Jimmy couldn't get to it. Ronald says he's way ahead of me. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I have an app, and I'm a little behind, so I wanted to watch it on ESPN. So here we are. Ooh. It looked like a foul on Embiid. Nothing. Adebayo in the fast break. Back to Butler. They find Strus open for 3. He misses. Harris with the rebound. Back to James Harden. Harden attacks the basket. He gets 2 points. No foul, though. And here we go to the other side. 7-5. After a 7-0 run. 5 points for the Sixers. Oh, that was a good play by Gabe Vincent. Good read by Green. Quick pass to Harris, and just like that is 7-7. So 7 points for the Heat, and Philadelphia answered with its 7 points on their own. Here we go. Max Strus to his right. He finds Jimmy Butler attacking the basket. That's a foul. So he's going to go to the line. The fans don't like it. Harden just went by PJ Tucker and Butler, and then the quick pass to Tobias Harris for the dunk. So 2 points and an assist for James Harden to start this game. All right, let me see. Greg is ahead. Thomas, we can't show the TV right now. Do you think Jimmy Butler is a faker for fouls? I don't think so. Demon Jennings says, let's go Heat. Daniela, I can't show the game. I wish I could. No, that's illegal. All right, 2 points for Jimmy from the free throw line. And here comes the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey. He finds Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid with Bam Adebayo on him. 1-on-1. He goes by Bam, and he gets 2 points. Oh, man. Harden misses an easy basket. Ooh. Embiid, I think, landed on Danny Green. And his left knee doesn't look very good. Then Bam the Heat tried to play fast. James Harden caught it, and then he missed an easy shot. So here comes Embiid. Ooh. Yeah, that's Joel Embiid just falling on Danny Green. Adebayo tried to pass it really fast to PJ Tucker. Then Harden was the one looking that way, and he got the ball, missed the shot with Green on the court. Then the ball got out, and that didn't look very well. Whew. All right. Who do you think is going to win? I think the Heat is going to win. 76ers, he's done. Tyler said he's done. Yeah, that didn't look very well. Hopefully he's fine, but that looked painful. Thomas Green says, ouch. Greg Netlin says, James Harden, be Brick Ross. Ron Baker says, ouch. Who's done, dog? Danny Green could be out. We'll see. Ronald Fonte says, that looked bad. Don't want any player to get hurt. Yeah. I mean, it's been that type of series for the Sixers, I guess. I mean, since the start with Joel Embiid, and now with this situation with Danny Green, who just hit his first shot of the game. So, bad luck, I guess. It's what's going on. So, right now it's 9-9. Good start for the Heat. They did make the first 3 shots. Then they missed. Especially Struz missed a wide open 3. Then Gabe Vincent had a turnover. Bam had a turnover just now. Embiid flopped so hard, he hurt his own teammate, man. I don't know if he was flopping. He went under Bam Adebayo and then had to go up. And he was flying already, so I don't know. It was just too bad, man. Too bad. Unfortunately, he fell on Danny Green. I mean, we're lucky he didn't fall on a Heat player. That's the reality. All right, let me see. Heat going to win, Bron. Devin Jennings. Danny Green has started. Yes, he started. I'm going to subscribe. Yeah, guys, please subscribe. If you haven't done so, today we just went past 18,200 subscribers. So we're trying to get to 19,000 subscribers. Please help us out. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, my phone is actually ahead of the computer. So they're actually showing now the replay. It doesn't look, I mean, it looks pretty painful right now. That does not look good at all. All right, here we go. Tyrese Maxey with the ball. I'm a little bit ahead now. Tyrese Maxey to James Harden. Danny Green is being carried away to the locker room. Nothing to do there. Niang from the corner. No, that was Tobias Harris. Actually, he missed that 3. And here comes the Heat. Gabe Vincent to his left. Ooh, alley-oop, and I think the ball hit the rim. Tyrese Maxey, fast break. He gets 2 points. So right now, I think more than half of the points for the Sixers are actually coming from possessions that the Miami Heat didn't finish very well. So that's something to pay attention to as the game develops. It was actually a good play by Thibault on defense. Now looking at the replay. A missed 3, and there's something going on. Bam Adebayo getting caught up with Embiid. They call for a foul. The foul is on Bam Adebayo. That's his first. Away from the ball, and it was Vincent who missed that open 3. All right, the Sixers are leading for the first time here. Joel Embiid with the ball. He is attacking Adebayo. No, he stops on the free throw. Shoots and misses. Rebound for Bam. Gabe Vincent now to Jimmy Butler. With Thibault on him right now. Bam Adebayo coming for the screen. Butler attacking the basket. Finds Gabe Vincent in the corner. And that's a 3 for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler with 3-pointer from the corner. He let one go earlier in the first quarter. He took that one. Joel Embiid now for three. Wide open. He misses. That's a shot I think the Heat are just like, okay, take it. And he's going to keep missing those shots. So here comes Jimmy Butler. 2 is left. He jumps. He makes it. 14-11. I think Jimmy's 3. I'm going to check now, but I think he's 3 for 3 right now from the field. So he's having the postseason. He's been the best player in the postseason. If you look at the charts, both offensively and defensively, he's been the most complete player. Great rebound by Joel Embiid. He dunks it. That's 2 points for the Sixers. The Heat had already played great defense there, but they couldn't grab the rebound. So yes, 3 for 3. Jimmy Butler right now. All right, here comes Butler to his left. He attacks Embiid now inside the basket. He misses that one, and that's a foul on the following play, I think. I don't think it was the first one. Thibault gets called for the foul. Let's see. Let's watch the replay. So it's Butler. No, that's a previous jumper that he made. And that was it. I think, yeah, the second play was actually Harris grabbing the rebound, fighting with Adebayo. So no, so it was down. It wasn't even in the motion of shooting. Pick and roll. Max Strus with Bam Adebayo. Bam attacks the basket. And that's with the Bam we want. Bam aggressive. Bam Adebayo. Great pick and roll with... great pick and roll with Max Strus. And now I was watching the play. Tobias Harris took Max Strus to the rim, got the shot off, and then the Heat almost got the rebound. The ball bounced off of Max's hands, so it's Sixers ball right now. 16-13. Dwayne Dedmon goes in for Bam Adebayo. Bam has been getting some of these early rest lately. All right, here comes easy play. Max Strus, who's caught asleep in there. Thibault gets the 2 points and an and one. Yeah, look at Strus just ball watching, not watching his player coming behind him. And that's a painful mistake there by Max Strus. 3-pointer. Thibault completes the 3-point play. And here comes the Heat again. Here comes the Heat. Gabe Vincent to his left. Finding PJ Tucker. Max Strus. He is attacking the basket. Kick back to Jimmy Butler. He got blocked from behind. I think it was James Harden, not sure. And here comes Joel Embiid in transition. He kicks it back to Tyrese Maxey. Now Harris attacking the basket. He misses. Rebound for Embiid. And it's out of bounds. And it's Heat ball. Heat ball right there. This has been a very exciting beginning of the game. Elimination game for the Sixers. If there is a game 7, it will be on Sunday. Here comes the Miami Heat. Gabe Vincent to his left. To Max Strus. Back to Vincent. Start again. 10 seconds. Dedmon with the screen. Strus for 3. And he makes it. 3-pointer for Max Strus. So far, Max Strus has made the harder ones and he's missed the easy ones in this game 6 of the series. Max Strus, we're going to check the box score here in a second to see how things are going. Who's leading the team in which category, offensively and defensively. Here comes Dwayne Dedmon with no help on Embiid. Embiid jumper and he misses. It's Miami Heat ball, rebound there. Gabe Vincent now. Gabe Vincent tries to find Max Strus. He gets him. 10 seconds left. Strus to his left. He shoots it. And that was a foul on James Harden. Harden doesn't like that call at all. Doc Rivers can't believe it. And he's talking to the refs. Let's see. Let me watch the replay and I'll give you my opinion on it. Okay. Harden touched Max Strus underneath the right arm, or might I say, the right ribs, I guess. He jumped into Max Strus. Let me watch it again. He jumps, and then Harden was just a little jump, barely touching. If I was calling this game, I would not call that play, but they've done it all throughout these playoffs. So, Robbie, you can get a shout out. Shout out to Robbie, my friend. Thank you for subscribing. Pepas on hold. Tell me when. Fourth quarter. We'll play it then. 3 points for Max Strus. He makes the 3 of them. Overrated. Heat gone destroying him. Do I play 2K NBA? No, I don't. But I know our friend Alex Toledo does. Corner 3 for Thibault. He misses. So rebound for the Miami Heat. Jimmy Butler has it. He is attacking the basket. Jumper with the board. Misses. Rebound for Dwayne Dedmon, and he gets fouled. Let me see if they call. I think they called it down on the court, so it's not going to be 2 free throws. Joel Embiid sitting down. 3 minutes, 57 seconds left. The Sixers are not in the penalty. Here we go. Dwayne Dedmon, 10 seconds. Tyler Hero's in. Tyler Hero to his left. They're doubling Tyler Hero again. Back to Hero. The ball finds him. He goes for it. Misses. Shot clock violation. I feel like, let me rewatch this play real quick. So Dedmon gave the ball to Tyler Hero, and they came with the double team. Dedmon was open. Tucker was open in the corner, but they couldn't find him. And then Tucker got a little bit anxious. He should have stayed in the corner open by himself. And then Hero would have had a shot there. Tyler Hero with a great defensive play. He gets the ball. And that's 2 points for Tyler Hero. So great defense leading into easy offense. Great defensive play there by Tyler Hero. 24-16 with 3 minutes, 12 seconds left. Here comes the Sixers. Tobias Harris double teamed. Back to Tyrese Maxey. 5 seconds. Long 3. He misses. Ball to Tyler Hero. Tyler Hero. To his left. He finds Tucker. Back to Hero. Dedmon. Strus. Strus to his left. Ooh, tried to find Dedmon there. Good defense by Reed. And good defense by Jimmy Butler. It looked like the ball hit on the Sixers. No, it's Sixers ball. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first quarter. That's going to be a timeout. And we're going to go check the scoreboard for the first time. Not the scoreboard, but like the box score, actually. And see how things are going right now. Great start of the game. I like this start of the game. 8-point advantage for the Miami Heat right now. Cool Iguana says, I hope it doesn't get dragged out like last time. And Ronald Fonte says, Tyron needs to be quicker to the decision when he gets double teamed. Oh, Tyler Hero, I guess. Okay. Let me see. Last game in Philly, the third quarter lasted like 2 whole quarters. Yeah, it was so long. So many fouls. I know. Thomas Green said, bet Heat or wait. It's too early, right? You can bet on PrizePicks.com. Use the promo code 5 FIVE and get up to $100 match on your deposit. Jose Matos, llegué, vamos Heat. Here we go. The Miami Heat is being led right now by Jimmy Butler, 9 points, 2 rebounds. 9 points for Max Strus as well, and 2 rebounds, 1 assist for Max Strus. 2 points for Gabe Vincent, 2 points for Bam Adebayo, who also has 3 rebounds. Vincent with 3 assists so far. Tyler Hero, 2 points, no rebounds. Dedmon, no points, 1 rebound so far in 3 minutes. For the Sixers, Joel Embiid with 4 points. Danny Green with 3 points. He got injured by Joel Embiid. I doubt he's coming back. Ronald Fonte says, Tyler is Tyron when he's cooking. Oh, okay. Now I know. Thank you, Ronald. Who's your favorite NBA player? Good question. We'll get back to it. Okay, Thibault with 3 points. Harris, Maxey, Harden, all of them with 2 right now. The Sixers, to start this game, are shooting 7 for 20 from the field, so 35% there. And from 3, they're shooting 1 for 6, so 16% there in this first almost 10 minutes of the first quarter. The Miami Heat, on the other hand, they are shooting. Hola, linda. They're shooting. That's my wife right there. They're shooting 8 for 14, so 57.1%. And from 3, they're shooting 3 for 5, so 60% right now. There you go. That's the difference. And hopefully the Miami Heat can stay playing that way. And it's been a good start of the game for them. Let me see. My favorite's Maxey on the 76ers. He's a good player, man. He's a very, very good player for sure. Right now, well, you have like different type of players right now. I like Kevin Durant. I think he's the best right now. Or maybe from the last couple of... It's hard because each decade has like a different way to look at it. But you have players like Antetokounmpo or Tatum or Jimmy Butler or, I don't know, Devin Booker. You have Jay Morant. Those are all good players. Those are fun players to watch, which is what you want to see, right? So Steph Curry, of course, he's fun to watch as well. I don't know. So many good players. Jimmy Butler, these playoffs, 36.5 points per game. You guys are watching this on ESPN, so you have those numbers. 60 from the field. Free throw mates, 20. He's been awesome. So remember what Ethan said about all those numbers from the Heat? Some of those came from the 5 on the floor account and research. Of course, ESPN has the resources to do it, but just letting you know that they looked at us as well. All right, 3 points for James Harden. And here we go. Victor Oladipo is in the game right now. Oladipo finds Max Strus for 3. He misses. 2 minutes, 14 seconds left in the first quarter. James Harden with the ball. Jimmy Butler on him. James Harden. Joel Embiid is back in. Joel Embiid backs up, attacks again, and then is a ball deflected by Victor Oladipo. Good vision there by Depot because that was a great pass by Embiid. 2 guys went on to go get him, and that was a good pass by Embiid, who also gave the assist to James Harden in that last 3. All right, here we go. 8 seconds. Joel Embiid back to Thibault. Ooh, now Harden gets the ball. Harden, 1 second. No good, that 3. That was a long, long 3. And here comes Tyler Hero. To his right. Down for Dwayne Dedmon. Those low passes for Dedmon are not very effective for him. All right, here comes Oladipo. To his right. Back to his left. Between his legs. He stops. Can't do anything. 5 seconds. Back to Tyler Hero, who has James Harden on him. Tyler Hero attacking the basket. Ooh, almost made it. And Dedmon then missed the put in. Ooh, that was a good play by Tyler. Almost. Oh my God. Thibault alone by himself for 3. He misses. Wide open 3. Tyler Hero attacking the basket. That looks like a foul. No foul, so we keep going from one side to the other. James Harden for 3. In and out. No good. So it's been a couple of minutes, almost like, well, at least a minute and a half that I haven't seen the ball going in the basket. All right, here comes Tyler Hero to his left. Oh, he threw it in the back of Thibault, and we got lucky there. 11 seconds left in the shot clock. 48 seconds to go. Fabio Oliveira. Good night, straight from Brazil. I'm already on the court. Fábio, como é que você tá hoje? Tudo bem? Max Strus finds Dedmon in, and that's a dunk. Easy 2 points for Dwayne Dedmon. Great pass by Max Strus as well. Robbie the Taiwan Beer. Back to Embiid. He's going to take a 3, and he made it. I feel like the Heat is happy with that shot. He's like, all right, you can do that all night long. I don't care. Victor Oladipo. No, it's Jimmy Butler now. 22 seconds. Butler for Max Strus. Max Strus for Depot. No good. Rebound for Hero, and he gets 2 points. 28-22. I feel like that ball didn't even hit the rim. I think it hit the backboard, and that was it. All right, last play of the quarter. Here comes James Harden. He gets fouled by Victor Oladipo. They had 1 foul to give, so they're good. No free throw line travel. Ooh, something happened there with Tyler Hero. Let's see if he can continue now. He gets out. See if he goes to the locker room right away or what's going to go on here. Caleb Martin is in for the last seconds. Here comes again. Driving for Harris from the corner, and he made it. So, this is actually a way closer final score than what it was. It got to 8 points at some moments, and now it's just 3 points with a couple of 3-pointers at the end of the first quarter. It's 28, Miami 25, the Sixers. Ronald says Green is out for the game, confirmed. Yeah, sadly he's not going to be back. Too bad. Everyone is on the floor for the last 3 possessions. And Fabio says, Fabio, thanks for the greeting and good game for all of us. Fábio, de que cidade do Brasil é que você está assistindo isso aqui? Fala com a gente, tá bom? Good game so far. Very even game, I would say. I like it like that. I know you guys love when the Heat just destroys the opponent, but you know, it gets exciting. We get some exciting basketball. All right, 28 points for the Heat so far. 9 for Butler, 9 for Strus, 2 for Vincent, 2 for Adebayo, 2 for Dedmon, 4 for Hero. Right now, those are the 28 points for the Miami Heat. For the Sixers, it's 7 points for Joel Embiid, 5 for Harden, 5 for Tobias Harris, 3 for Green, 3 for Thibault, and 2 for Maxey. Those are the 25 points for the Sixers right now. So even though the Sixers didn't have a very good first quarter, it's just a 1 possession game right now. It felt like the Heat just was better overall, but it is what it is. You have to make more shots. We missed a couple of open ones and see what happens. All right. Tyler Hero looks hurt. Yeah, I saw that. I saw him walking away, and we'll see. What's up with Tyler? In that last basket, Oladipo misses. He gets a rebound, and when he goes up, he's fine. He makes it, and then when he falls, it looks like something happened there. I don't know if it could be ankle, knee, I don't know, hips. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. Right, Heat were up big. Yeah, they were up by 8 points. We see how the second quarter go, bro. Did Hero get hurt? I don't know if he's hurt, but he has a baby keeping him up at home. ESPN is insoportable. No recuerdo cómo decirlo en inglés. Unbearable, maybe. Well, that's why we do this, guys. So you have an option. Nothing like having the option. You can either watch it. You can, of course, watch it there because they have their copyright to do it. But you can listen to our comments here, and that way we can make it a little bit more fun. Let's go to Twitter and see what Ethan is saying, what Brady is saying right now, what Greg is saying also. Some information from Greg Sylvander. The Heat has closed out series on their first try in 11 of their last 16 postseason series. Additionally, Miami is 6-1 with the chance to close out a series in Game 6 dating back to 2006. Information by Greg Sylvander at Greg Sylvander on Twitter. All right, let me see. Ethan was just complaining about the pregame show talk. They were talking about the Nets. Nobody cares about the Nets. And, well, anyway, He hasn't tweeted anything about the game. So we're starting the second quarter. Sorry, I got distracted. Sorry, that's my bad. Here comes the Heat. And they make a basket. No, they missed it. Oh, no, they made it. 30. It's 30-25. I'm sorry. We'll be back to Twitter. All right, great defensive play by Caleb Martin. He goes fast. Now stops. Finds Adebayo for Duncan Robinson. Duncan's in. Come on, Duncan. Oh, he should have shot that one. He had it. Tyler Hero to his left, attacking the basket, and that's a good 2 for Tyler Hero. Duncan, let me see if Duncan can listen to this. Duncan, please, next one, just shoot, man. We believe in you, but we need you shooting. If you're going to be on the court, you better shoot. All right, here comes Niang. No, this is our friend Kirkmas. Ooh, they call the foul on Bam. Call on Bam, and he's out. All right, here we go. Tyrese Maxey. Niang. He finds Embiid. That's an easy 2 basket on Duncan Robinson. Nothing to do there. I mean, that rotation with Duncan getting Embiid, you know what's going to happen there. So, 30-27 now. 10 minutes, 45 seconds to go in the first half. Tyler Hero finds Duncan Robinson for 3. He misses the first one. That's good. I want to see Duncan shooting. I like it. Good setup by Tyler Hero. They attack Duncan. He gets fouled by who? Tyrese Maxey gets fouled. We'll see if it was Duncan fouling him. It looks like it. Yeah, he was the only one close to that play. So, and that's the thing about Duncan, right? He gets hunted when he's on defense. But you know what, Duncan, if you're going to foul, might as well foul hard, man. Foul hard. Don't let him go up. Right there, down. When he's attacking the basket, go down on him. Hit him in the hand if you're going to hit him. And then that's it. Because if not, you're just wasting a foul and giving them a chance for 3-point play. All right. Oladipo with a long shot. He makes a long 2. Talking about long shot. The podcast by our friend Duncan Robinson. Oh, great play by Embiid. He found Korkmaz under the basket, and that's 2 easy points for him. Good play by him. Good. I liked it. Good play by Embiid. Oladipo to his right. They find Hero. Hero attacking the basket, and he gets 2 more points. It's been a good Tyler Hero night so far, so he's fine. He looks fine. He just scored a couple of baskets. They missed this one, and it's Miami Heat going fast. Kirkmas with the foul. That was a smart foul. Should be legal, but it's a smart foul. Let's see this play again. Tyler Hero attacking the basket, going through 2 guys, and then Joel Embiid just backing up, not even going to guard him. So the Heat up 34-32. Here comes Victor Oladipo. It's Victor time. Oladipo. Here we go. Tyler Hero to his left. Deadman back to him. 9 seconds. Tyler Hero. It's been Hero ball right now. Tyler Hero, step back. He misses. In and out. Ooh. The Sixers almost turned the ball over, and they took 7 seconds to get past half court. Long 3 for the Sixers. He was wide open. He missed it. Rebound for Oladipo, who's going to attack the basket. Nobody on him. He misses, but Dwayne Dedmon is back there to put it in. 36-32. Here we go. The Miami Heat winning this Game 6 of the series. Joel Embiid for 3 again, and he makes it. Joel Embiid. He is keeping the Sixers alive right now. Oladipo. Back to Tyler Hero. Hero. Double team again. He finds Dedmon for 3 on the corner. And he barely touched the rim with that 3-pointer attempt. And a good defensive play by the Heat, but the ball goes off. one of the Heat players' hands. And there's a replay for the Embiid 3. I mean, you got to settle for one of those shots, right? And it's Sixers ball. Miami Heat up by 1. 8 minutes, 7 seconds. Duncan Robinson, that was it. Almost 4 minutes to begin the second quarter. He missed 1 3. Joel Embiid, 5 for 11 from the field. 2 for 3 from 3. So he's been actually quite effective tonight from 3. 2 for 3. So the Miami Heat are letting him do it. And he's taking advantage of it. All right. Tyrese Maxey with Butler on him. Tyrese Maxey attacks the basket. He gets 2. And that's a good floater. 37-36 for the Sixers. Tyler Hero. To Tucker. Back to Hero. Tyler Hero finds Martin. Back to Hero. Step back for 3. Ooh, he missed it. That was a beautiful play by Hero. Too bad it didn't end up with the basket. James Harden attacking. Ball to Maxey, and Hero deflects that pass. So it's 37-36. 15 seconds left for the Heat. That play, Niang almost fell on his butt, and Tyler Hero missed that open 3. Embiid in the on the free throw line. That didn't look like a foul, but it was a foul on PJ Tucker. Embiid is going to the line. Let me see. Let's watch a replay. Is one of those fouls that, you know, if you don't call it, it's fine. If you call it, I guess it's a foul. PJ Tucker has had a couple of rough games in Philly so far, so we'll see. Here we go back to the play. I don't know, man. Maybe with his left hand. What do you guys think? What's your opinion there? Guys, we are at 18,217 subscribers right now. Let's finish and let's get to 300 there. Please. All right, 2 free throws for Joel Embiid. And here comes the Miami Heat. Victor Oladipo to Jimmy Butler. We need more Jimmy now. It was Hero ball for a little bit. Let's get back to Jimmy ball. Jimmy Butler to PJ Tucker. Ooh, that looked like a heavy foul. Joel Embiid fell. And something happened. Let me see. He's asking for a towel. That was a good fake. And he fell on his butt. Well, almost. And then with his hand, he tripped PJ Tucker. And that was a foul. Bam Adebayo goes in. Caleb Martin out. So right now it's Adebayo, Tucker, Oladipo, Hero, and Butler. 5 with the floor. Bam Adebayo. To Hero. Bam. To Butler in the corner for 3. He missed it. Rebound for Niang. Here comes Tyrese Maxey. Korkmaz to Embiid. Embiid attacking the basket. Oh, that looked like a push. Rebound for Embiid. Fouled by who? He got the rebound, but I didn't see the foul there. Let me see. I didn't see the foul. I'm guessing on Oladipo maybe, but I didn't see the foul at all. All right, here we go. Let's go Heat. Let's finish this today. Not game 7, please. Insupportable. Fernando Lopez laughing. When game finish. Jose Mates. Amen. Thanks, Greg. I'm watching directly from the city of Cananeia, coast of São Paulo. Tá bom, tá bom. Obrigado, Fabio. Alejandro Q says, that's great on the post, but if Tyler's hurt bad, no bueno. How minute after game finish? Duncan is due for a good three-pointer game. Yeah, I know, man. He got that one. He didn't shoot it, and then he missed the first one and only one that I tried after that. So it was hero ball after that. Go Duncan, says Jose Matos. Fernando Lopez says, Duncan has 1 month left on this team. He should shoot everything. Greg says, Baby Blue need his big boy shoes again. Hater, not a hater. What's up, Alejandro? Who do you want next? Boston or Milwaukee? I don't care. I guess Milwaukee because of what happened last year, so it's a rematch. Always fall hard. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Home Depot. Yeah, they should sponsor us. Duncan just needs 1-3 and the party starts. Well, hopefully he can get the chance. Too many points in the paint for the Sixers. Fork mass sucks. Abdul Detman. Time to play PJ with Depot and Caleb. Here we go with Embiid calls. Yeah, I don't know. Those last two, I'm not happy with those calls. I don't know. The game today promises to be dramatic. Yeah. Maybe I'm wrong, but Miami have a good crowd. No, you're right. Go check Sean Rochester's Twitter account. He's posting videos from the arena. Drop the like. Thank you. Please drop your likes here. Give it a like. Please give it a like. Is Danny Green out? Yes, he's out. He got injured in the first quarter. NBA Addict says, Adictos. Sup, Alejandro? Embiid got dripped, and they're saying there was probably sweat on the ground. And Embiid getting bailed out by these refs already. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. This man gets a call every time he falls. Embiid body language is not looking good. Well, but he's hitting shots, so... I got Jordan says, Miami crowd es hermoso, por eso no hablan de nosotros. Let's go Heat. Pepas, yo agua para la seca. Win it. What are these calls? Seriously. That figures I took his pro. So annoying. Oladipo. It's time for some Oladipo moments, please. Ooh. Man, that doesn't look any good, man. This can't be good for his health. Joel Embiid struggling. He fell, and then obviously when you fall, everything shakes. So once Korkmaz trying to make him step up, then he fell down again. That's not good. Not good, man. Hopefully he recovers. Hopefully he recovers and the Heat wins this, and that's it for him, man. He can get some rest. All right, back to Tobias Harris. He shoots a 3, misses. Rebound for PJ Tucker. Jimmy Butler now with the ball. Jimmy Butler to Tyler Hero. Tyrese Maxey goes by. Can't get him. James Harden can't stop him. PJ Tucker for 3. Wow, man, we need those two. PJ Tucker from 3 from that corner has to be more effective as well. Tyrese Maxey on the drive. He gets blocked. Back to Tobias Harris, who has Tyler Hero on him. James Harden now with PJ Tucker. Ooh, good pass by Harden. He missed it though. Tobias Harris couldn't handle it. Korkmaz shoots, misses. Ball that didn't even touch the rim. Ball for Tyler Hero. Great pass for Strus. He was too fast though. Couldn't get to him. Back to Tucker. Back to Strus. He gets the ball to Tyler Hero, and that's an easy 2 points. So Strus with some assists here in the first half. I have to check those numbers, but I think he's getting a couple of assists already. Good pass by Max Strus. Here we go. James Harden. He finds Maxey in the corner. Maxey attacking the basket. Ball back, and that's a turnover. That's a terrible pass by Tyrese Maxey. All right. Oladipo. Martin says we need to hit some shots. Yeah, we do need to hit some shots. Let's get him to, yes, 18,300. Yes, let's do it. Hit Joel in the face one more time if he keeps flopping. Hobby Brown needs a nap, and good minutes by Hero. Gabe Vincent now with the ball. Tyler Hero's out. So it's the starting 5 once again on the floor. PJ Tucker. No, not PJ Tucker. Jimmy Butler attacking the basket. Back to Tucker for 3. Short. He gets a rebound after a battle. Jimmy Butler for 3. He misses. Rebound by Max Strus, who puts it back in. So 2 points for Max Strus. He is leading the team right now. The Heat started well from 3. Not gotten well since the first couple of timeouts here. 4 minutes, 38 seconds left. Step back 3 for James Harden. And he makes it. I mean, they've missed a lot of threes, so I guess it was due. 42-40. Max Strus keeps attacking the basket. He's not settling just for threes. Gabe Vincent to his left. He goes past Joel Embiid to Tucker inside. Great pass by Gabe Vincent and a great finish by PJ Tucker as well. This game's a close one, says our friend Frank Almanzar. Yeah, this is a very exciting NBA playoff basketball. Joel Embiid with Bam Adebayo on him. He shoots. Air ball. Man, hopefully Embiid is okay, man. I didn't like what I saw there. Hopefully he's not concussed or anything like that. Max Strus for 3. Max Strus, 14 points in the first half. He is 3 for 5 from 3 and leading the Miami Heat right now. And he also got fouled for 3 points. James Harden responds with a 3 of his own, and it's 45-45. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left. Really exciting game of basketball. 3 minutes left here in the first half. As soon as the first half is over, we're going to have pace and spaces going on. You can listen to it live or you can listen to it here. Bam Adebayo, he had a shot there. We need aggressive Bam. You see? And that ball went in. They think it's a 24 clock violation. Those points count for now. I think they can go back and review it. But that's the thing. Bam Adebayo got that ball. He had space. He could have shot one with 5-6 seconds left. Why not go get it? I didn't like that play by Bam in that particular scenario. Go for it. Why not? All right, Bam to Max Strus. Max Strus to his right. Back to Bam. 10 seconds left. Ooh, alley-oop. Maxi fouls Jimmy Butler. First foul for Maxi. And that basket is not going to count. That basket from Gabe Vincent. So it's going to be a tied game after this. I mean, they're going to review it here in the timeout, and that basket is not going to count. So those 2 points, you can erase them from the box score because they're not going to count. It was indeed a 24 clock violation. So, no, not watch. Box score here. Let's watch it. Max Strus, 14 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists for Max Strus. 10 points for Tyler Hero, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 1 steal, I'm sorry. Jimmy Butler, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 block. 4 points for Gabe Vincent and Dwayne Dedmon. Vincent also with 5 assists. Dedmon with 3 rebounds. 2 points for PJ Tucker, 2 rebounds, 2 assists as well. 2 points for Victor Oladipo. Oladipo, 2 rebounds. 1 rebound for Caleb Martin, no points. No points for Duncan Robinson with almost 4 minutes played in this second quarter. Tied game. They're going to, review that. That's not going to count. So, Vincent, he's only 4 points right now. Joel Embiid, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. James Harden, 11 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 steal. 7 points for Tyrese Maxey, 1 rebound, 1 assist. 5 points for Tobias Harris, 3 rebounds. 3 points for Danny Green. He's out. He's not going to play anymore tonight. He only played 3 minutes, 6 seconds. Got injured when Joel Embiid fell on him. 3 points for Thibault. 2 points for Korkmaz. All right. Heat playing a good game, says our friend Fabio. Hey, I got Jordan says, I know Spo's a great coach, but he needs to be more aggressive to the refs. Some of these calls, man, are so bad. Jose Matos, Strus is on fire. Martin, damn it. Damn, it was shot clock violation. Yeah, it was. And in coming back to that play, I think Bam Adebayo has to be more aggressive. He was by himself. He could have just stopped even, I think it was 1 or 2 feet in front of the free throw line and shoot that ball. He had a lot of space and a lot of time to do it. So, I'm loving Mac's energy. He's loose tonight. Strucifer. Let me see. Martin says Bam is defending really well. Yes, he is defending really well. We are enjoying a great game of basketball so far, and I hope you guys are enjoying here our coverage here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Remember, if you have not done so, please subscribe to our channel. It's for free. You can subscribe, and that's it. Later, for the next round, we're going to be adding a store, so you're going to be able to buy some of our merch here on 5 Reasons. I hope you guys are excited. I think I'm going to get a black shirt, similar to that one, not a shirt, but it's like a polo that Spoelstra wears with the Miami Heat logo here. Well, I'm going to get that same one, but with the 5 Reasons logo here. If I get it, I'll wear it. We'll see how long it takes. All right. Joel Embiid, fewest post-ups in a game this season. Games 3, 4, and 5. He only had 5. Today he has 4. Okay. Some of the graphics coming from ESPN. All right. Here comes Jimmy Butler with the ball. 2 minutes, 28 seconds. Butler, you see, same spot that Bam Adebayo didn't shoot it before. This time it was Jimmy Butler. That's his shot, man. Now he takes a tough 2 and he misses. You see? He should have just shot that one right there. He was open. I don't think they're making good decisions in the last couple of minutes. I don't know if you think the same, if you're watching the same that I am, but Joel Embiid for 2, short 1. Great defense by Bam there. Rebound for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy to his left. 1 minute, 49 seconds. Back to Bam. He stops. Back to Jimmy. Left, right. He attacks right. Up, misses. Rebound by Joel Embiid, who falls but gets the ball to Niang. Great effort by Joel Embiid. 1 minute, 35 seconds left. James Harden. Back to Tyrese Maxey for 3. He makes it. So it's a 48-45 lead for the Sixers. And now, Gabe Vincent to Max Strus. Max Strus to his right. He attacks the basket again, and it's 2 points for Max Strus. That looked like a foul. No foul call on Embiid. So it's last minuto. Un minuto left. 1 minute. Ball to Harris. To the corner. To Niang. He misses. Rebound for Gabe Vincent. He attacks the basket. No, back to Butler. And that was a travel. He doubted on what he wanted to do there in that play. So it's Sixers ball with 52 seconds left in the first half. Remember, as soon as the first half is over, we're going to have the pace and spaces. Tonight, after this game, the Phoenix Suns are facing the Dallas Mavericks. Another exciting game. 52 seconds. Game 6 of that series as well. And here we go. James Harden with the ball on his hands. Harden to his right. Back to Embiid. He finds Tobias Harris. Back to Tyrese Maxey. Back to Tobias Harris. 9 seconds. Maxey for 3. He misses. Similar spot than the one he just made a couple of minutes ago. So whatever happens here, this is going to be a very close game by the end of the first half. 48-47 for the Sixers. Hopefully the Miami Heat can make a shot here. They could go for the 2-for-1 if they run a real fast offense here, but they're not going to do it. Gabe Vincent attacking the rim. He makes a 2, almost a 2-for-1 because they are left with 23 seconds in the shot clock. And it's James Harden with the ball. 20 seconds. He is going slowly to the other rim. All right, here we go. Now we are on the other side. 12 seconds. 10 seconds. To his right. He finds Tobias Harris to Embiid, and that's a turnover. So the last play of the quarter is actually going to be for the Miami Heat. They have 4.3 seconds to make one basket. Here comes Jimmy Butler. He gets fouled. And did they have one foul to give? Let me see. Yes, so 2.7 seconds. And Tyler Hero's going in. PJ Tucker's going out. Let's see what type of play they draw here to finish the first half. 2.7 seconds. So here we go. All right. Max Strus lost the ball there. No shot. No foul. And 49-48 is going to be the end of the first half. Here in Philadelphia, Wells Fargo Center, the Miami Heat is winning 49-48. Let's review some of the stats from this first half, and then we're going to go ahead and leave you guys with the halftime show, Pace and Spaces, here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. So for the Sixers, 14 points for Embiid, 10 for Maxey, 11 for Harden. They're leading the team for the Sixers. For the Heat, it's 16 points by Max Strus, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. 10 points by Tyler Hero, 3 rebounds, 1 steal. 9 points for Jimmy Butler, 3 rebounds. So actually Butler, the weird thing on the Butler situation is that he's missed 7 of his 10 shots so far. So he's 3 for 10 right now, including 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. So the fourth best guy on the offense is Vincent and Dedmon with 4 points each. 2 points for Tucker Adebayo and Oladipo. No points for Martin and no points for Duncan Robinson. That's it for the first half here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Let me see if we have some comments. We have the Pace and Spaces halftime show coming up. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. Let's find the broadcast first, and then we'll actually leave you with our show here. And here we go. No reminder. Let's do it. No. Okay. Let's watch it. I want to watch it. I want to listen to it. Okay. I think it hasn't started. So since it hasn't started, let's do it right now. Let's read some of you guys' comments. All right. Come on, Jimmy. Let's go. Heat is our year. Just wait until the 4. We will break this Sixers' hearts in that quarter. Come on, Jimmy. Let's go. Heat in 6. Let's go. Philly City will be walking death at the end of this day. Gabe with those 2 points at the end. Yes, Max Strus top scorer in the Heat. Surprise? I would say so, yes. We all thought it was going to be Jimmy again, and it's been Max Strus so far. So, yes. Embiid is washed. Harden is washed. Some of the comments, Martin, man, these refs are blindfolded when it comes to giving the Heat a call. Next, Jimmy Showtime. We'll see. Go Heat. My friend Roy Botyong. Can't wait for the Bucks. Well, we'll see. Is this live game, bro? Yes, we are live, but we can't watch the game. We are live, not game, though. All right. We're waiting for the actual halftime show to start. Talking to the producers right now. All right. They're having some issues setting up the Pace and Spaces, so we're gonna wait until they decide what to do. Scoring only, not show the game. I wish I could show the game, but it's not legal, so you have to wait a little bit. Or find, if you have a TV, just go find ESPN. Halftime show is missing in action. I predict the Heat will have 83 points by the end of the third quarter. 83 points. For that to happen, they're going to have to score, 34 points. Okay. All right. We are waiting for it. It's about to start. We are waiting for it. It's about to start. Remember, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to our channel. That way you help us to keep growing and we can keep producing this content for you guys and enjoying. How do you feel about the first half of the Miami Heat? Let me know here. Ooh, this is important. No charger on. Jörg Potpovich says, big Heat fan, but Philly gonna win this one. I can tell. We'll see. It's been a pretty close game. All right, let me see. Because I have to go. All right, let's see. How long do you think Kyle will be out? I don't know if he's going to be ready for the next series. Hopefully he is. Te ves mejor. All right, let's see. Well, you know the ESPN is going to do that, Ronald, so you shouldn't be surprised by now. Ooh. I still feel we'll win, but these refs are really ticking me off. Regina, Roy Romero. Saludos, Regina. Or higher Regina. I don't know. How many points Harden got? Let me see. How many points? He got 11 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists, and 1 steal. He was 4 for 7 from the field, 3 for 5 from 3. He actually made 2 threes that were really important. The Heat was up by 8 at some point in the first half, in the first quarter. And now they're up by only 1 by the end of the game, by the end of the half. The Sixers for 3 today, 8 for 21, 38.1%. The Miami Heat are 4 for 15, 26% only. I know why I need spaces. I know that. That's why. Yeah. I'm looking for. Let me see if they started it already. There it is. Now it started. So here we go. Sorry.
No, rain is. Just kind of sick right now. We're feeling it out. But I'm going to open up the space, Jay, and if you can manage bringing people up and getting the conversation flowing, and Ray, that'd be dope. Yeah, I got you. All right, man. All right, so we're going to go ahead and launch the show, man. Y'all showing up, and I really gave you no notice, no tweets, no nothing on a different account, so we really appreciate you as always, man. Tweet out the space, show some love if you can. Follow the host, the Miami Heat. right now in a heated battle with the Philadelphia 76ers. A game I haven't really been able to catch too much of, but I know Jay and Ray have. I've seen some things today. But Jay, what's your impressions of the game tonight, man? Where do you think the series is going? What do you think's happening, brother?
You know, I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, there's moments where I feel like we had like these real bright spots where we could have just literally ran away with the game. And we let them creep back in. The Danny Green thing, however, is huge. From what it looks like, I mean, his knee bent all the way in, and it was just bad. It looked awful. So I don't want to speculate on it, but I don't think you're going to see him anytime soon for the foreseeable future. And with that being said, that's pretty much like their best shooter, except for Maxey.
And if Maxey has to make 30-footers, then I think we're probably going to be in good shape tonight. It's weird that Jimmy Butler only has like 9 points. He was scoreless in the second quarter. I could have sworn he had way more than 9 points by the way he was going, early in the game. But, hey, it is what it is. Joel Embiid is scared to go inside. He doesn't want to get his face touched, and I understand that. So he's settling for jump shots. Couldn't ask for anything better. I think Miami needs to come out swinging again. This time, doesn't need to just be max. It needs to be a full-on effort. And Tyler Hero looks like he found something going in the paint. And with that being said, Ray, what did you see today? All right, Ray isn't there apparently. Luke, what did you see?
I'll go before Ray, my guy. But I know Jimmy's only scored 9 points. It's quite refreshing to be able to watch other people give him some help, take the load off. I just love what we're seeing in this game from different things that we hadn't seen before. I know we've seen Max start to create his own shot, but the shot creation, the scoring by Max today has just been remarkable. And having this guy as a scoring threat going forward, hopefully we win this game, but going forward, this guy can be a huge asset, not just as a standstill shooter, but he's just been fantastic. Then I also want to give a shout out to Tyler Hero, who, he's struggled just throughout the playoffs. Hasn't really faced any defensive pressure, and you can see it. You can see the reason why they had all that pressure on him, because this man is an all-star, and he looks so good out there, just in his confidence going to the bucket. He's not worried about Joel Embiid or anyone else contending him down there. Obviously, the Danny Green thing is the big, can have a big impact on the game, especially with the Heat's defense. Not having to guard those corners as tightly is going to be a big crutch to the Heat, although we'll definitely see ESPN give credit for this game to the Danny Green injury, not to the Heat if the Heat do pull it out. But I definitely liked how this game is going. We got to stop letting them take back this game. The Heat have just been playing better, and if we really focus and try and throw crisper passes and avoid those turnovers and dumb defensive lapses, and this should be our game. 8-6, baby.
Yeah, it almost looks like what they're trying to do is it's almost like the 76ers are playing like scared a little bit, like they're really like oh, should I make that extra pass, should I shoot? And it's just weird, they're playing scared a little bit. I don't think they're really freed up yet, and I feel like Miami is just kind of like putting it on them on defensive wise. Romo, what do you see?
What's up, guys? Sorry I'm a little late, but yeah, I pretty much agree with what you guys have been saying.
Don't worry, brother. We're all Heat fans. We're always late.
Thank you. Especially when Luke was talking about the turnovers in the second half. I think that's probably the only thing Miami really needs to clean up, and also the indecisiveness. Jimmy, outside of that first quarter, he sliced up the middle of the zone. He got in there and he was just looking to pass. He's got to look to shoot that. He's been hitting that shot all day. I think the coaches will probably be telling him, yeah, you got to look to score more. PJ will probably be on his ass because he's always talking to him about that. But yeah, just be more decisive. Him and Bam need to make quicker decisions, try to score more in that in-between area. Bam had one sequence where he got a great pass from Tyler, and I like the idea of passing out to PJ in the corner in theory, but PJ hasn't been hot, and Bam has that little floater in him, so I think he needs to utilize that a little more. Defensively, I think they've been doing a good enough job to win this game. I think the defensive side is not really much of a problem. It's really all about just being smart with the ball and being decisive. And if you clean that up, I think you probably win this second half pretty easily. Third quarter Heat, top 3 team this year, net rating. So you take care of the third, and you probably have this Sixers team going home with an L.
Yeah, definitely. Sorry, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Oh no, right. No, go ahead.
I definitely agree with Marco. Shout out Sean Rochester, like we always say. They can call the first time out, and you're looking pretty good to win. I really want to shout out Gabe Vincent playing Kyle Lowry's role. Not necessarily in terms of pushing the pace, but Kyle has 5 assists at halftime. Or not Kyle, but Gabe has 5 assists at halftime. And I think that's huge for us. We kind of talked about the turnover thing with our offense. If you really want the truth, I honestly believe that Miami just needs to go directly at Embiid. Almost every drive. Put him in the pick and roll. Put him in every action. Put him in anything that's going to make him uncomfortable. He is tired. You can already. He was dripping sweat. He was dripping sweat to the point that he slipped on his own sweat. Go directly at him. He did not want to jump. I watched. There were 2 drives at the end of the second quarter where Gabe and Max both were like, "We're going. We are going directly at this rim," and they laid the ball up. Embiid was late to the point, late to the jump. He's already taken jumpers. Like Jay said, he does not want to get hit in the face. Make Harden and make Maxey beat you. I don't think Harden can do this. Another thing that I noticed, and we called timeout, and my buddy is here and he pointed this out. Spo told PJ, quit going underneath the fucking screen with Harden. Harden hit 2 threes in a row, and it was both times PJ went underneath the screen. Or somebody went underneath the screen, and they cut that out. Make it hard for Harden to even do his little hezzy, and make this a Maxey game, because Tobias Harris is not going to beat us. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry about that. No. If you make Tyrese Maxey beat us, you go directly at Joel Embiid, and you kind of just keep doing what you've been doing with Harden, other than going under screens, and we're going to win this game. Those dudes are all tired anyway. Miami is built to do that. Like, what we're fixing to do in this third quarter is blitz these people. There's not a doubt in my mind. Like, they're tired. The Sixers are deathly tired. So you go at those dudes and you really just punch them in the mouth, their shoulders are gonna slump. And guys, we're going back to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Let's end it with our man Zach before we close this out. Go ahead, Zach. You always get the people hyped.
Man, we just need to get rid of this dog shit team, because I've never seen a more embarrassing player who's fucking 7 foot, 500 pounds hit the deck so much in my life. It's a disgrace to basketball, and I've watched Brian Scalabrine play. Get this team out of here. It's done, bro. Embiid's over. Fuck his thumb, fuck his mask, and fuck him, bro. It's done.
Oh, man. I don't know what else to say after that. All right, check out the post-game show on the YouTube channel, as always. Thank you guys for taking over while I was, busy with some stuff. Shout out to Tony also. I hope, hopefully our guy will be back next time where he
Hello, guys. Hello. We're back. I'm sorry. I was eating my dinner, but we're back. The Miami Heat up 58-50. Jimmy Butler with the last 2 points. So a good start for the Heat. A timeout for the Sixers. Great start for the Miami Heat. Max Strus hitting an important shot there. A good pass to PJ Tucker. And 2 important points here. Jaime Canastas, Jimmy Canastas. If you want the Jimmy Canastas shirt, we have it. We do have it. We have it on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. We have it on the 5reasonsports.com website. Go find it. All right. Let's read some of you guys' comments. Nova Kane says he looking good to win. They never lead at halftime at Sixers scored. Alfredo Cárdenas, hi from La Habana, Cuba. Let's go, Heat. Saludos, Alfredo. Un abrazo. Vente para Miami. Regina Roy Romero, saludos, hermano. Ajá, hermano. Regina, ¿eres tú o es tu hijo o es tu esposo? ¿Quién es? I got Jordan said, I predicted there would be a controversy in the fourth and a hard foul. Well, we'll see. Alejandro says, lights are on and I hear some noise. I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here. I muted ESPN just to listen to some actual analysis on the game. Thank you, Martin. We are trying to do that. We better not have a third quarter. Juan Restrepo. I got Jordan says, if I was a Heat player, I did not give any interview to ESPN. I'm sorry. Well, I think they have to. They don't have a choice right now. I mean, after the game, they have to. Jaime Canastas. Alfredo Cárdenas. Saludos desde Tampa Bay. Saludos, Alejandro. Hermano, gracias. Un abrazo. A ver cuándo. Vamos a ir pronto a Tampa Bay a ver un poco de béisbol y te mandamos saludos. Keck. Max Strus is so complete as a player. Ron Baker. Max is doing so much. I love it. ¿En qué cuarto están? En el tercer cuarto, Alexander. 58-50 va ganando el Miami Heat. 9 minutos 23 segundos por jugar. I love Strus. Saludos, Alexander. El Alexander López. Caca de perro. Third quarter. Cuba, abrazos. Thanks, says Alejandro López. Saludos a todos los que nos están escuchando, both in English and in Spanish. This is the idea, that we have some fun. I'm trying to set up here. I'll find the perfect setup here. From here to the finals, from here to the, I don't know, the final games, I have to have a better setup, I guess. It's hard because I have to watch the game here in one computer, do the broadcast in one computer, check the stats and the messages in the other one. Alexander López, ¿puedes narrar el juego? Sí, ya lo vamos a narrar, Alexander. Estaba cenando y ya vamos a comenzar. Ya vamos a comenzar a narrar. We're gonna... 5 Reasons says, another halftime show with no mention of what the Miami Heat is doing because they don't know, man. I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. That's why we have the best halftime show. Remember, tomorrow, Game 6, Milwaukee versus Boston, and Memphis facing Golden State, 7:30 p.m. and 10 p.m. respectively. Max Strus was a plus 10 in the first half. He entered the game with the top on-off numbers in the postseason of any NBA player. Interesting things that you will not hear on ESPN. If Max Strus was doing this in New York, ESPN would be tuning him like he is Jeremy Lin. All right, here we go. Tyrese Maxey. Oh, you know what? I'm actually behind. Let me put it here on the phone because it's faster. Or it was faster. All right, Tyrese Maxey. Attacking the basket. He drives in. Ooh, that ball went in and out. Embiid in the tap in, and that ball got out as well. Where's my tocayo? No dinner for you. Yes, I had some dinner, but it was in a rush. Those guys from the halftime show took 5 minutes away from my dinner, so... But it's fine. We can continue doing this. We love it. All right, here we go. Tyrese Maxey to his right. Joel Embiid. Step back three. from deep, and it's not good. Here comes Jimmy Butler now. Jimmy Butler to Max Strus from 3, and he made it. But the foul is, they call the foul before that, so the basket is not going to count. Martin is asking if that should have counted. I think the answer is no, because the foul was right before, in my opinion. Let me see. And it is a what? A moving screen? All right, so let's do something here. Now I found the actual broadcast, and here we go. Okay, so it's 60-50 right now. Jimmy Butler in that fast break with the 2 points, the assist for Gabe Vincent, and now there's a foul call on the other side. Ooh, PJ Tucker is mad, and you know what? He's right. They're calling a push on Embiid. Embiid is so big and so strong, and he flops a lot. James Harden to Tobias Harris. The ball bounces and it almost goes in. He misses another 3, so here comes the Heat. 10-point advantage. 7:46 to go here in the third quarter. Max Strus to his right. Max Strus attacking the basket, and that's a foul on Embiid. Max Strus has been the best player today for the Heat. We have to say it. All right. Let me see. Let's go, Jimmy. Go Heat. Alexander Lopez. Embiid deserves to get eliminated. And, man, he's done his best. So, hands off to him. But that's it. Max Strus now. He misses the first free throw. Games 3 and 4 for Max Strus, 15 points. Tonight, 16. Well, there you go. Now they're talking about the Miami Heat, finally. And they go to Pat Riley. That's the only thing they know. All right. Tyrese Maxey goes in and gets the 2 points. Here comes the Heat now. Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler to his right. Jimmy Butler again with the jumper, and he makes it. So 2 more points for Butler. 9 points in this third quarter for the Miami Heat. 18 total for Jimmy Butler. Tyrese Maxey to his right, jumper. He misses, short. And here comes Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent with the ball. 2 Max Strus for 3. He misses. Similar spot that the one he made. Jimmy Butler now, the Miami Heat with the rebound. To Bam Adebayo, to Tucker. Nobody wanted to shoot it. Vincent now, he shoots it. He misses it. Oh, man. They were all open. Harden for 3. Somebody slept there down there. Jimmy Butler lost the shoe. Here comes Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent to Jimmy Butler for 3. He's short. Tyrese Maxey going at it. Nobody can stop him. He wanted a foul. Nothing. He missed it. Jimmy Butler draws a foul from Embiid, and that's 2 points for Jimmy Butler. The Sixers think there's a foul. They're asking for a foul. And Butler got Embiid jumping, and then Embiid kind of hit him. They called that foul. And he made it. So 2 points for Jimmy Butler. 10 already in this quarter. He has 20 in total. 21. No, he missed it. The free throw. He missed the free throw. So 65-52. Hit Joel in the face. Let's keep playing dirty. I got Jordan. No, we don't want that. Come on, box. We say Oladipo. And then let's go. Jimmy in the zone. 1-and-1. How many fouls Embiid has? Let's check that real quick. Give me a second. What if we did this? Let me see. Look at this technology. I'm here in both cameras. Can you hear me now? You can't hear me now. You can. All right. Heat crumpling the Sixers. Let's go Heat. How many fouls? Let me check real fast. You're gonna drive me crazy. NBA games. I'll give you the information here in a second. 5 minutes, 31 seconds to go. Let's check the box score. See how many fouls does Embiid have. Because I have the game on the phone. He has... Where are my personal fouls here? Personal fouls. Embiid has 3 fouls right now. 3 fouls so far for Joel Embiid. All right, here come the Sixers. Tyrese Maxey, Tony Yang. Ball finds Embiid. Adebayo on him. Ooh, that's a block from Bam Adebayo to Joel Embiid. This moment can be the end of the game. Another foul. Let's see if it's on Yang or Embiid. That block by Bam Adebayo. Ooh, that was a pretty clean block by Bam Adebayo. What a play by Bam. Bam, I'm clapping for you, man. Great play. Jimmy Butler on the free throw line. He makes the first one. What a block. Yeah, what a block. For real. Okay, let's get 2 more. Says Florida Bay, let him burn. Let's go. Jose Matos. Bam with the clamps. So happy for him, finally standing up to someone bigger than him. Embiid almost took out Jimmy. Bam defeating his demons. Tyrese Maxey going back at it. Going past Max Strus. And that's a foul. 14-2 run for the Heat in the last 5 minutes, 45 seconds. So that's the 14 lead that the Heat has so far. Great defense leading into great offense. Here we go. James Harden. 14 seconds. James Harden. 10 seconds. Oh, that's a steal for Bam. Here comes the dunk for Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo. Slam Bam. Bam aggressive. We love it. What a dunk by Bam. They were trying to get the ball to Niang. Turnover by James Harden. And a dunk by Bam Adebayo. Bam. Bam. All right. Bam is getting confidence in this series. And let's see. All right. So let's check the box score because things have changed. Jimmy Butler heard the halftime show and was like, what? I'm not scoring enough? All right. Here we go. He has 21 points already. 21 points. He's 8 for 16, so he's hitting 50% now from the field. 1 for 4 for 3, 4 for 6 on free throws. He's been missing a lot of free throws. That's the only bad thing that I've seen so far for him this playoffs. 17 points for Max Strus, 10 points for Tyler Hero, 6 points for Bam Adebayo, and a great defensive performance by Bam. He is 3 for 3 from the field. So he's only 3 shots he has made. Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero is 5 for 10. Only him and Jimmy have taken at least 10 shots. Hero 10, Jimmy with 16. Other than that, Max Strus with 5 from 8. And that's about it. For the Sixers, they're being led by Joel Embiid, 16 points. Tyrese Maxey 12 points. James Harden 11 points. Joel Embiid, though, he is 6 for 19 from the field, 2 for 5 from 3. So not a very effective game for Embiid. Hopefully it stays that way. Tyrese Maxey 5 for 15. He's taking a lot of shots too and missing a lot of shots as well. 1 for 6 for 3. Collectively they are 8 for 27 for 3. And the Heat is 4 for 18. So it hasn't been a pretty performance from the 3-point line, but good enough for the Heat to be up by 16 points right now. 4 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the third quarter. So a lot of game to play. All right, let me see. We have a lot of messages, a lot of comments. You guys got excited. I know. Bam said, Toma! We are missing too many free throws. And one. 76ers dance, booing. Fans booing. Boo! Bam is getting his confidence. Solid defense, turn to offense. Let's go. 19-5 run. It's all Heat, baby. They're falling apart. Keep the foot on the gas. JP Sports. JP, are you a store or something? Let us know. We're going to get some new sponsors. For next season, we are going to have a podcast in Spanish. So we're starting that. Be ready because we're going to have some content, podcast format, and here on video as well on YouTube for you guys. So be ready in Spanish. They're falling apart. Keep the foot on the gas. Ron Baker says, let's go. Bam needs to manhandle the Greek. Well, that's going to be another tough job there right there. Okay. The game's back. So we're going to go back to the comments here in a second. James Harden, Tyrese Maxey. Ooh, Milton. Milton's in. Joel Embiid, double teamed. Step back two. He misses another one. Here comes the Heat. Gabe Vincent. To Max Strus. Max Strus to his right. Niang following him. Floater. He misses. I think it was a shot, not a pass. Good 2 points for Milton. So it's 68-54. No Danny Green tonight. He only played 3 minutes to begin the game. Missed shot by Jimmy Butler. Fast break by Maxi Bot. He missed the basket. Max Strus for three. He misses. PJ Tucker with the put it back. And it's 70-54. First 100 wins. Sixers asleep in the period. Looks like it's on the ropes. See, no. Ronald Fontes and JP agreed. Pedal on the floor. Can't let off until the game ends. Pepa's new record. Martin, we have to wait. A lot of game to play. Milton attacking the basket. He goes by Bam. Jumps and gets 2 points. So Milton helping from the bench and keeping the Sixers somewhat in this game. 2 minutes, 56 seconds left. Jimmy Butler. He fakes it. Great play. Rebound by PJ Tucker, and he goes in. 72-56. Great play by Tucker. Foul by Gabe Vincent on Milton. Great rebound by Tucker before. He won 2 important plays there. 1 rebound, he won it all. He beat Embiid to it. And the other one, he beat Harden. All right. 2:38 to play. Here we go. Niang to Milton. Milton is the hot hand right now. He shoots a 3, and he makes it. He is the hot hand right now. Milton is keeping the Sixers in this game so far with 7 points, all of them in this quarter. Gabe Vincent running around. He throws it back. It's going to be a turnover for the Heat. So 72-59 now. Miami running away. No tienen para medirse con los Heats. Oh man, so many comments. I talked to you. He's a real. The referee definitely calling the game. Foul call on Butler. 3 free throws. Let me see what happened there. Milton was going for the 3. Ooh, I think Butler actually hit the ball and then hit Milton. So, Eric Spoelstra is going to challenge. What do you guys think? We'll see. We are not the Celtics, says Fernando Lopez. Heat están encendidos, Alejandro. Bernard Johnson says, let's go Heat. Fuego. Bam Wham. Then Jose Matos, fire. It's over tonight, Sixers. Richard Brown. Fuego Caliente. All right, let me know which name would you guys want for the Spanish podcast. Fuego Caliente. Here's one possible name. The heart on PJ, bro. Love it. Heading into the fourth quarter strong. Well, right now the Sixers are getting back on it. So we'll see what happens with that foul call play. Who else? Sixers out of gas. Bravo el PJ. 676. Qué bola, papi, de Los Ángeles, ya sabes. Cuba Libre, un abrazo, hermano. Alejandro Q, hit me a medianoche. Because the Philly cheesesteaks are cold. Hey, my name is Alexander Bor y Sidonia, Miami Heat fan. I'm glad I found this channel, full blow Miami Heat. I was following another dude, but he was a Raptor fan. That's Gianni Navas, probably. No, follow us here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. We got you. Not only Heat, we have Marlins, we have Dolphins, we have Canes, we have Panthers, we have Inter Miami, we have a little bit of everything. I think it was a foul. I think it was a foul on Butler. Let me see. Let me watch the replay. I don't know. We'll see what they call there. It looks like Butler barely touched the ball and then hit the left open hand. All right, let me check. We need playmaking help. Depot can call Spo. That was a foul, says Ron Baker. The Heat playing versus 8 until winning, no problem. Key Entertaining says Heat heading to the conference championships. Go Celtics, make it 7. The challenge is successful, so no illegal contact. Thank God they changed the rule. So no foul for Jimmy Butler. El Incendio Podcast. El Incendio, me gusta. I like it. They are reversing. Alejandro, let me make an appearance on the podcast. Fernando, en el podcast en español, sí, bienvenido. Follow me, at Alejandro VG32, at Alejandro VG32. Follow us, mention us, and we'll get back to you, please. It's Sixers ball anyway because they did a jump, so no foul, but it's still Sixers ball after the jump. Tobias Harris with Hero on him, and he makes it 2. So it's 72-61. That was a push-off by Harris, but they didn't call it, so we're good. We keep going. All right, here comes Jimmy Butler. Butler to his right. Butler jumps, makes it. Jimmy Butler, el mejor, the best player of the NBA playoffs right now. Increíble. 23 points. 14 in this quarter. Dwayne Dedmon now fouls Joel Embiid. So he's going to go to the line. It's 74-61 now. We have Domino 2. Sixers delivering the Pasosa. A Pasosa. Great challenge. Jimmy got the ball first. No foul. Good job, Spo. That building is mad. Amazing call, refs. Jimmy shutting up the fans. And tomorrow we could know who's going to be our opponent in the Eastern Conference Finals. First game is going to be at FTX Arena. And we'll see what happens in the other series between the Bucks and the Celtics. All right, Embiid makes his 2 free throws. So it's an 11-point game. Oladipo's in with Jimmy Butler, Dwayne Dedman, Tyler Hero, and PJ Tucker. Jimmy Butler finding space. That's a kick ball. It looks like it was on Tucker, and it's going to be a turnover. So the fans are believing in it. We'll see. Still 1 minute to play here in the third quarter. And the Miami Heat's up by 11 points. James Harden. Joel Embiid. To Milton. Milton has been the one hitting shots. The ball finds Embiid again. Spins. He gets triple teamed. He finds Niang, and that's a travel. So a turnover for the Sixers. Good play by Joel Embiid, though. He got triple teamed. He jumped, and it looked like, he could have just shot it. He tried to find Niang down there, but it was just a rough pass. All right. Depot. Oladipo, how are you? Here we go. Jimmy Butler. Trapped. He finds Dedman. Dedman attacks. Now stops. Finds Tyler Hero. Hero to his left. Shoots. Is short. Loose ball, but that's going to be a 24 clock violation. Joel Embiid got crazy. He fell down. He's dead. He's almost out of breath. They're fighting, man. They're fighting. La Fogata Deportiva, says Jose Matos. He tripped himself there. Joel Embiid. Too bad, man. He's giving it all. Hands off to him. Great job by Embiid. El Fuego. El Fuego de Miami. Puede ser. Miami Heat. El Fuego. El Fuego podcast. All right. Let me see. These flops, man. Flopping on his own rebound. I don't think he flopped. I think he's just tired and his legs are just giving away. But we'll see. Joel Embiid. 3 seconds. Step back 3. He almost made it. That's unbelievable. He almost made that step back jumping back 3. And that's 74-63 to finish the third quarter. So we're going on to the last quarter with an 11-point advantage for the Miami Heat. Let's check the points right now. The Miami Heat up by 11, but we're going to check who is actually leading the team in points. Jimmy Butler, who else? 23 points. Right now, 9 for 19. Followed by Max Strus, 17 points so far. Tyler Hero with 10. 8 for PJ Tucker, 6 for Bam Adebayo, who's playing great defense tonight on Embiid. 4 for Vincent, 4 for Dedman, 2 for Oladipo. Caleb Martin, no points. Duncan Robinson, no points. He played only almost 4 minutes, and that was about it. I don't think we're going to see him again in this series. So very few minutes for Duncan Robinson in this series against the Sixers. And I think the same's going to happen against Boston or Milwaukee. We'll see. All right. For the Sixers, Joel Embiid, 18 points. Tyrese Maxey, 12 points. James Harden, 11 points. They are the leaders. Joel Embiid, 6 for 21 from the field, though. And he almost made a 3 there at the end of the third quarter. He is 2 for 6 for 3. 4 for 4 from the free throw line. He's doing his best, man. He's doing his best. 9 rebounds, 2 assists. So he's close to the double-double. Nobody in foul trouble. Neither in Philadelphia or Miami. It's been a quick game. Not too many fouls so far. So Yeah, it's been a fast game right now. Those are the scoring leaders for each team. All right, let's see. El Fuego, Deportes en Llamas. Spo is a great coach. Clutch quarter, let's come out with energy. Has Embiid sat down yet? Let me see. Embiid has played. He has played 34 minutes so far, so barely. They've been 36 minutes to play. He's sit 1 minute and a half or so. So, yeah. He's played, 34 or something? Jimmy Butler has played 31-45, for example. He's the one with more minutes in the Heat, just to give you a comparison point there. Okay, going back to it. Embiid attacking now that Bam is sitting. Cuba Libre says La Chispa. La Chispa, El Fuego. Deportes en Llamas. La Fogata Deportiva. I like these names. Keep them coming. La Cultura del Heat. Great game of Jimmy Butler and Max Strus. Cultura Heat Podcast. Me gusta. Me gusta ese nombre. I like it. I'm like, where's my phone? The phone's actually playing the game here. It's faster. So I'm going to write this down with my partner, Ricardo, so we can decide on the name. But I like it. I like it like that. El Fuego. I'm writing them down. I have it right here. La Chispa. What else? La Chispa me gusta mucho. Cuba. Yes. This is La Cultura Podcast. Let me see. Alexander Andrade says, yes, as I said, I was born. Okay, we got it. Coral Gables. Hey, yeah, I live in Coral Gables right now. Living in Vegas for the past 24 years. Love this. Yeah. Stay here, man. Stay here. La Cultura. Muy buen nombre también. He's tired. Play Pepas on repeat for the whole fourth quarter. Cuba Libre. Gracias por todo. El calor del Heat. El calor del Heat. El calor del Heat podcast. Some names I'm writing them down. You know, never know. Why it's we're giving just a couple of ideas here. All right, we're going back. We are going back to the game. All right. 5 seconds for the Heat. Step back. That looked like a foul. Another shot. The Heat gets a rebound. Adebayo puts the ball back in. Good rebound. And solid 2 points for the Miami Heat. 76-63. Oladipo now with the steal. 2 easy points. 78-63. It's looking very good. I want Jaylen Brown on the Heat. Ron Baker says, here we go. Let's close this out. Sí, la cultura Heat hace sentido. I like it. Cuba Libre, epa. NBA Addicts. Yes, sir. Here we go. Miami Heat playing great defense. Sixers getting tired too. Oh, another steal for Bam. Back to Hero. Back to Bam. It could have been a dunk, but it was just 2 easy points. Doc Rivers says, let's go. And he calls for a timeout. And it's a 17-point advantage for the Miami Heat. This is looking great. Poetry, beautiful basketball. Loving it. My friend Ricardo Montes de Oca will be joining me for that podcast. We are actually going to be doing it. Not this season. We didn't get the time to really get it going this season. But we're going to start it in the off season. Just a quick talk, start talking maybe a couple of times a week. We'll see how you guys like it. And if you guys know any sponsors that would like to be with us in the episodes, we are open for them. So if you know of somebody that might want to have their product out there, here on their YouTube channel as well, on the podcast, on all the different things that we do on Twitter, let us know. Let us know. We're open for it. All right. Let me see. Poetry, beautiful basketball. El calor de Miami. Pepa's time yet. We're getting close to it, Ron. We're getting close to it. And we can't play here because then copyright will jump right away. But you guys can play there and let me know when you're doing it. I hope the Heat do road rallies this year. Playoff tickets are crazy expensive. Yeah, I mean, they are. But that's why you guys have us. We're going to have not only one, not two, but three. Not one, not two, three people going to FTX Arena. I'm going to see, don't tell anyone, but I'm going to see if I can actually make it as well so we have four, but don't tell anyone. The thing is, if I'm there, I don't know if I can do the same thing that I'm doing here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they let me do it. Thank you to all of you that are joining us or have joined us during this. Oh, Ethan will. Don't worry, man. Ethan is the boss, and he will hook it up. Don't worry. But if you guys know any sponsors, we're looking for it. It's a new idea. It's a brand new podcast. Five on the Floor has some sponsors already. We're open to it. So there it is. Agree. Alejandro putting in work. He should host a hangout from the game. Ooh, yeah. I mean, no, Ethan will be fine with it. The thing is with the Miami Heat, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. That'll be fun. A fun thing to do for sure. The thing is, when I'm at the arena, I like to go down, take pictures, take videos. I get a little active. Here, I'm sitting down, I'm chilling. It's a different setup. It's a different way of enjoying it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, that was a long timeout. It had to be a TV timeout because that was way more than a minute. I feel like I've been talking to you guys for like 10 minutes already. All right. Alfredo Cárdenas, haces buen contenido. Gracias, hermano. Sígueme. I'm gonna put my handle here in the comments so you guys can follow me. Pueden seguirme ahí en ese usuario tanto en Twitter como en Instagram. Follow our job there or work, and we're gonna have announcements coming up soon. All right, a missed shot by Embiid. Jimmy Butler with the dagger. It's 82-63, 19-point advantage with 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Largest lead of the game for the Heat, 19 points. And this is an elimination game, so this could be it for the Sixers. Tobias Harris from the corner. He says, nah, not yet. 82-66. Miami just keeps on punching. I love it. Yes. I mean, you have to finish these type of teams. Don't let him come back. Tyler Hero. Long three. That's going to be short. I think it was blocked. So, 82-66. Tobias Harris now in the corner. 17 seconds. 15. 14. Spinning. And he gets a rebound, and that's 2 easy points. And Eric Spoelstra doesn't like it one bit. He's like, that's enough. I have seen enough. 82-68 is still plenty of points. But he says, no. No. It was up to 19 points of advantage for the Miami Heat. And now it's 82-68. So just 14 points. With 9 minutes to go, a lot of basketball to be played. A lot. So we'll see. All right, no comments here, so we're going to go back to Twitter. Let's see what these guys are tweeting right now. Let's refresh here. 5 Reasons Sports. We haven't read Brady's comments. Brady's comments are great as well. And by the way, 5 Reasons just got to 40,000 followers on Twitter. So hands off. And if you don't follow us on 5 Reasons, it's 5 Reasons Sports. Follow us there. We post most of our content and in-game comments there and stuff. Not trading for James Harden was a top 5 decision in Heat franchise history, as we said at the time, says Ethan. Ethan was one of the ones that didn't want to trade for Harden, giving away Tyler Hero and a package. So that's why he's talking. Lots of storylines for the Miami. Oh, no, I'm talking about the Dolphins. Not this subject tonight. Triple team Harden. Bam steal. Hero to Bam. Bam Heat up by 17. Okay. Now it's the time for the Heat to send the Sixers into an offseason in which they need to decide whether to play this James Harden, whether to pay this James Harden another $200 million. Woo! That would be a lot. That would be a lot. All right, let's see. Brady. What's Brady saying about this game? Brady is saying... no, Brady is actually... Oh, he just retweeted it. He just retweeted his own video of the Pepas song playing. Victor Oladipo, that's it. Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo, the Heat's two best players, coming up big when it really matters is the true storyline here. Challenge successful for Eric Spoelstra, and the picture of Spoelstra pointing at Brady Hawk. You all can look at box scores. I'm watching Bam Adebayo completely dominate a series defensively. He's done a great job today. And we haven't talked about Bam and his numbers. We've been talking about his defense, but I did tell you that he was 100% from the field, right? He's 5 for 5 right now with 10 points, no missed shots, 6 rebounds, and a great defensive performance in 25 minutes, 10 seconds played so far. You're okay, but you got to relax and play. Those are the Doc Rivers words right now. Fight for this. Fight for this. We'll see if that's enough. All right. Reventando Redes. Martin, is that for a name? That sounds good. Reventando Redes. Huh, it even has the soccer touch there, if we want to talk about soccer one day. Reventando Redes. Me gusta. Please hold this lead. Get Tyler out of there. Gracias por la inflación, Brandon. ¿Inflación o información? All right, here comes the Sixers. Sorry. Jimmy Butler finds PJ Tucker under the rim. 2 points for the Heat. 84-68. Cuba Libre, dale. I'm going to add you on Twitter. Sigue dándole duro. La Chispa encendida. Yeah, I like La Chispa podcast and I like Cultura podcast. But I had to talk to Ricardo anyway. Tengo que hablar con Ricardo a ver qué dice, qué piensa. Maybe he has another name in his head. So we'll see. Already tears dropped from Sixer side. He still isn't cooking. Sometimes the Bam work is not in the books. Yes. I mean, he does a lot of the screens and different motions in the Heat offense. He helps with the flow of the offense. And for example, in this last play before this missed shot by Harris, which was another Bam rebound, he was blocking Embiid, so they couldn't get him the ball. I'm sorry, and then he got the rebound. Now going back, Butler finds Strus for 3. Max Strus for 3, and the lead is back to 19 just like that. Max Strus, 20 points, 6 for 12 from the field, 10 rebounds. So, I mean, I told you, he was the best player in the first half, for sure. Embiid goes by Adebayo, no foul, 2 easy points. 87-70, and right now 17 points, 7 minutes to play. If you can just play even basketball right now, you're more than ready to win this series. Jimmy Butler went past, shoots it, and misses. That's a good, beautiful play there. Ooh, great defensive play by PJ Tucker. Back to Butler. Back to Oladipo. Back to Butler. Man, that looked like soccer. Tómala, dámela, tómala, dámela. And 2 points for Jimmy Butler. 27 points so far. 11 for 25. 5 rebounds for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Canastas. You can buy his t-shirt in the 5 Reasons website. 2 points by Milton. Milton has been that guy tonight, that annoying guy from the Sixers. But it's still a 17-point lead. 6 minutes, 32 seconds left. Another timeout for Doc Rivers. 17 points. It's a difference right now. Struz. Let me write down that name. Where was it? Reventando Redes. I got it. I got you. All right. All right, all right, all right. Look, Ricardo has some names too. He has options. El Hit Podcast. El Hit Podcast. Y El Podcast del Hit. I like El Hit Podcast. What do you guys think? Let me know. All right, let's see. Who else is... Oh, and the heat conditioning showing tonight. Sixers look gassed. And it's been a great effort by the Heat there. Jimmy, people are leaving. I mean, if you're paying that amount of money to watch, to be there for this, I mean, this could be the last game of the season and in who knows how many months. I will never leave the arena, man. But it is what it is. Doc will forever be not cooking something. Hey Bilal, how you doing? Florida boy let him burn says you can't play for Miami overweight. Hanley, people are leaving and they have the gall to talk crap about the Heat fans? Yes, they do. Goal! Goal! Jimmy Goal! All right, here comes Jimmy, not Jimmy Goal, but Jimmy Butler. Double teamed. He finds Victor Oladipo. 16 seconds. 14. We are getting into the last 6 minutes of the series. Oladipo for 3. Misses. Long rebound. Embiid has it. Maxey attacking the basket. Great play by Jimmy Butler. The ball hits Maxey in the leg. Let me see here. Replay and what happened. He touched the ball and Maxey was the last one to touch it. So it's hit ball. Yes. Here we go. Victor Oladipo. 5 minutes, 42 seconds to go. Max Strus open. To Adebayo. Back to Oladipo. Oladipo to Jimmy Butler. Fakes it. Goes in. Ooh, he gets fouled. So he's going to go to the line. Deportes Miami. Don't limit your podcast to just basketball. Ronald here. I know that. I mean, we do love. We did it in the radio station. We did it in a different podcast. We talked about MLB. We talked about soccer. We talked about different sports. You mentioned it. But the first project here is going to be El Hit Podcast, probably. Jimmy Butler shoots it, miss it. He gets his own rebound. 5 minutes, 12 seconds for 3. Jimmy goal. Jimmy Butler. 92-72, 30 points for Jimmy Butler. We all thought somebody else was going to lead the team. No, Jimmy Butler, 30 points, 7 rebounds. And it was a 20-point advantage before Tobias Harris. Oh, man. A steal, and they make it a 16-point game. Just like that, the Heat can get sloppy. All right, here we go. Bam Adebayo with the ball. 2 men on him. Jimmy Butler now. 14 seconds left. Butler finds PJ Tucker, and that's 2 easy points. Right now, the Sixers are just unorganized, and I think this is it. I will call it. You can prepare the Peppa song. Peppa's coming up. Milton for 3. He opens his legs. and on Oladipo, but I saw the same that Victor is complaining about right now. Milton opened his right leg and hit Oladipo with it. So it could be an offensive foul, actually. Yeah. Well, we'll see what they call. All right. Heat playing like real champions. Go Sixers, says our friend Etzel Cardenes. All love from Lebanon. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. Bilal, thank you for being here with us. They just called it a foul. And he misses it. Ooh, ball never lies, but it went out and it's Sixers ball now. Etzel Cardenas says, comeback win for the Sixers. Call it here first. Jimmy 3, put a fork in the cheese steak. It's done. Jimmy with the 30-piece. Time to take Oladipo out. He kicked out. What is this foul? Yeah, I know. I saw the same. That was a kick out by Milton. But Milton got his three-pointer and his and one. And now it's a foul on Tyrese Maxey, hitting Jimmy Butler. 15-point advantage for the Heat. 3 minutes, 39 seconds to go. Well, actually, I got a little bit ahead. So it's Butler now with the ball with 3:40. Bam Adebayo loses it. First and over. Tobias Harris. Maxey now. Driving, and he makes it. 94-81. 13 points right now. A little run for the Sixers here. 7-0 run. Ooh, almost got that ball. Max Strus deflected. The ball gets to Vincent from the free throw line. He misses. Rebound for PJ Tucker. Back to Max Strus. 3:15 left. Gabe Vincent, 8 seconds. Miami missing a lot of shots. Gabe Vincent for 3. He misses. Rebound for Max Strus. These 2 rebounds are great for the Heat. Jimmy Butler now. 13 offensive rebounds for the Heat tonight. Jimmy Butler going past Joel Embiid. Rebound now for the Sixers. And that's a quick 2 for the Sixers. 94-83. Full court defense for the Sixers now. It's getting interesting. We're playing sloppy. Yeah, I know. We are playing sloppy. Sloppy basketball. I wonder why the Sixers didn't play this full court defense, more pressure for a longer period. I guess it's the last minutes of any team is like, okay, let's give it up. Let's give it all our effort. They're fighting, and whoever stayed there at Wells Fargo Arena, it's enjoying these minutes. Spo needs a timeout. I don't know. The more timeouts you get, the more time you get them to rest. So we'll see what they call here. I think they want the Sixers. They want the referees. I'm sorry, to check if it was a foul or if it was a hit ball. Which team will the Heat face in the conference finals? The winner between Boston and Milwaukee. They're playing Game 6 tomorrow, so we'll see. We don't know yet. All right, timeout, so we will come back. We don't know yet what's going to happen, so I called it too early maybe. We'll see. Jimmy Butler, 30 points. 12 for 28 tonight. 28 shots by Jimmy Butler. That's a lot of shots. A lot of shots. 28 out of the 83 shots that the Miami Heat has put up from the field tonight. PJ Tucker, 12 points. Bam Adebayo, 10 points. Max Strus, 20 points. 4 points for Vincent, 4 for Dwayne Dedman, 10 for Tyler Hero, 4 for Victor Oladipo. Oladipo! By the way, everybody on the Heat's bench is a minus something. Only the 5 starters are plus. Plus 13 for Vincent, plus 25 for Strus, plus 22 for Adebayo, plus 15 for Tucker, plus 13 for Butler. Interesting. For the Sixers, It's been a late effort. I would say this game is a game right now because of Milton. Shake Milton with 12 points in the last 2 quarters. He has made this some sort of a game. Okay, so it's Miami Heat ball. They're giving the ball to Jimmy Butler. They go back. They go in. Bam Adebayo getting double team. Ball back to Butler. Double team in the corner. Back to Bam Adebayo. To Gabe Vincent. Open Butler. Back to Vincent. For 3. He makes it at the buzzer. And do you guys want to call it right now? Would you play Pepas? I don't know. We'll see. Milton finds Tyrese Maxey. Maxey goes by Butler and gets 2 easy points. So it's 97-85. Full court pressure by the Sixers now. Gabe Vincent. Sixers now are pressuring to double team on Gabe Vincent. He's in trouble. He got Max Strus back to PJ Tucker. PJ Tucker, that's a block by Joel Embiid. So 1 minute 41 seconds left. James Harden now with the ball. Joel Embiid. Harden for 3. Misses. And this could be it. Jimmy Butler. 97-85. 1 minute 24 seconds. Triple team on Jimmy. Gabe Vincent just waits for it. Jimmy Butler stops. They also need some rest as well. Here we go. Remember, as soon as the game's over, post-up show. Jimmy Butler going through 2 guys. And 2 easy points. 99-85 for the Miami Heat. El Padrino agrees. Pat Riley. 2 more points for Jimmy Butler. Do you think he thinks those millions are worth it? I think so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pepas time. Pepas agua para la seca. Here we go. We shot horrible from 3 tonight. We'll see. We'll review the numbers here in a second. As soon as the game's over. Why the bell? Spo didn't call timeout. Don't get sloppy now. Jason Mayers, why do we stop playing? All of a sudden, we just stop playing. We turn the ball over and try to milk the clock. Yeah, I mean, some of it is they felt comfortable, I think, with the lead, with the long lead. And the Sixers also play great defense there. So it's a little bit of both. Fernando Lopez, the ESPN commentators sound sad. Well, we're fine here. So I hope you guys are enjoying. More people are coming in right now. Welcome to all of you to the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Remember, as soon as the game's over, we're going to go over to the post-up show and talk. They're going to talk it over, give you the post-game analysis and everything. And remember, tonight, right after the Heat game, if you want to watch more basketball, Dallas facing Phoenix. That series is also 3-2, Game 6 of the series. Bye-bye, says Jimmy Butler. Bye-bye to everybody. That's going to be our clip of the night on the 5 Reasons Instagram account. Jimmy Butler, 4 consecutive road games with 30 points or more. Jason Mayers, that's a wrap. Rush says, whoop that trick, hey. Playing Pepas, the Godfather is loving it. Pepas, El Padrino, Godfather. Sixers for 3. Milton again. Man, Milton has been that guy tonight. Another 3. Oladipo trapped. He finds Vincent. Full court defense. Ball to Strus. He gets doubled. Ball to Oladipo. Now to Vincent. He gets doubled. Now Adebayo attacking the basket. No, back to PJ Tucker. Gets deflected. 5 seconds left. This is going to be it. The Sixers are not coming back from this one. The Miami Heat will advance to the conference finals. And they will face the winner of the Boston Celtics and the Milwaukee Bucks. Max Strus getting the ball. 2 seconds. He shoots it. No good. Sixers ball. 34 seconds left. The Heat can just let him go. Easy points for Thibault. That's it. 99-90. Heat now Passing the ball around. Max Strus to Victor Oladipo. Back to Vincent. Back to Max Strus. Vincent to Oladipo. 6 seconds left. 5 in the shot clock. That's going to be it. They're going to hold it. And it's going to be a turnover. The Heat doesn't care. And that's going to be games. Ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Heat will be coming back to the Eastern Conference Finals for the second time in 3 years. So it's game and it's serious. Jimmy Butler clapping. Everybody happy. The Miami Heat advancing, beating the Sixers in a 6-game series. It was a decent series. I liked it. Today's game was pretty even up to the third quarter. Korkmaz talking to Yurt7. Turkish guys. Jordan talking to Bam Adebayo. Embiid sad. That was a hell of a series for Joel Embiid, man. Great effort. Great effort. PJ Tucker talking to Tyrese Maxey. Bam Adebayo, Dedmon talking to Tobias Harris there. Markieff Morris giving him some love as well. I'm talking to you about what's going on right now. So, Danny Green is back on the court. Max Strus was talking to him. The Miami Heat advanced to the 9th Eastern Conference Finals in their franchise history. We see Green. He was obviously out for the season after that. Well, I'm not sure, but that's what I think. And they're gonna be ready. The Miami Heat, the first seed, number 1 seed, waiting for either the Boston Celtics or the Milwaukee Bucks. The Bucks are up in that series 3-2. That's been a very even series so far. En ESPN están llorando. Fabio Oliveira says, congratulations to the Heat for the win and the standings. Game over for the Sixers. MVP. Let's go Miami. In Philadelphia, they have to... at some point they had Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, and somehow they just distracted that team. Now Jimmy Butler on ESPN. 32 points for Butler, 13 for 29 from the field. And well, you can listen to it later. GMVP, shout out Sixers and win this game. They're out. Love to see those horrible Philly fans soon quiet. 4 games over 30 points for Jaime Canastas. Jimmy Canastas. Miami Heat win. Close the series. Come on, Heat. Se acabó. Heat Nation, please stand up. Let me see. So many messages. I'm going through all of them. Heat Nation, stand up. Yes. As Steven Goldstein would say, let's go home, baby. We up. Party time, Eastern Conference Finals. And that was the first goal of the season. Get to the Eastern Conference Finals. They made it. And now the next one. Get to the NBA Finals. Let's go. Bucks or Celtics in the Eastern Finals. Doesn't matter. Max Strus MVP. Congratulations on the broadcast. Thank you and see you next time. Thank you, Fábio. Obrigado. Muito obrigado. Até São Paulo. Até a próxima. Frank Almanzar. The dramatic Sixers Heat series has come to an end. Let's go. Thank you, Frank. Thank you, Denise. Let's go Heat. Remember, subscribe to our channels if you haven't done so, man. Or guys, not you, Denise. You can also subscribe, but you're not one of the guys. Errol Sandy Hoops play the Pepas. Alejandro, thank you for as always, my brother. Thank you, guys. Fernando, thank you. Let's go Heat Nation. So let's close this hangout here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Remember, the post-up is going to be starting here soon on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel, so you can go ahead and check that out. But right now, let's review the numbers. Jimmy Butler with 32 points. Max Strus with 20. 10 points for Bam Adebayo. 12 for Tucker. 10 for Tyler Hero as well. 7 points for Vincent. 4 for Dedmon. The rebound battle. 11 rebounds for Max Strus. So another very complete game for Strus. 9 rebounds for Tucker. Great performance there in the board. 8 rebounds for Butler. 8 rebounds for Bam. The Miami Heat got 58 rebounds. The Sixers got only 42. They won the rebound battle right there. They didn't have a great night from 3 tonight. The Heat were actually 7 for 28, 25%. But the Sixers were 12 for 37. So they were a little better, but not much better. And from the field, Philadelphia was 41.4 from the field. The Heat were 48.3 from the field, and they advanced to the Eastern Conference Finals. ESPN, they're lucky because they're going to be talking about whoever wins the other series, and that's going to be their main focus. But here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel, you're going to have us. So you guys are welcome to subscribe, to stay with us all throughout the postseason, and we're going to have all of these broadcasts for you guys, all the analysis, the 5 on the Floor episodes, and all the content that you guys love about your Miami Heat team. So, JC, let's go. Jay said, hey, nation. Ronald Fonte says, good job, Alejandro. Thank you, my man. Take a little trip with me. It says, when does Miami Heat beat? What? Stop with that. I love this live. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being with me. LOL, I just won some money, baby. Yeah, thank you, Heat. Yeah, you're welcome. Keep playing on PrizePicks.com. Use the promo code 5, F-I-V-E. Mike Jones 305. Welp. At least James Harden can get a head start on his strip club tour now. Mike Jones says, Lowry is the reason it wasn't over in 4. I mean, the Heat did win the 4 games. Kyle Lowry was not in there, but I don't think it was Lowry's fault. I think it was more of a collective effort going on for the Heat. So 91-90, that's the final score here on this Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals. That's the final score of Game 6 of the second round of the playoffs for the Miami Heat facing the Philadelphia 76ers. So that was it for tonight. We're going to be back with more content. Tonight we're going to be posting the post-game press conferences. The post-up is going to go live right now. We're going to have the 5 on the Floor episode going up early in the morning tomorrow. So thank you very much for joining us, and we will see you soon here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy some more basketball. A nice game is coming up, Suns against Mavericks. So you enjoy that, and we will see you soon here on the 5 Reasons YouTube channel.